Yeah, we need to fix that like snoring business, obviously, especially
course.
before Florida.
Yeah, you can get. Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year. Okay, that was really sad.
Your mic cut. It's okay.
No,
your mic cut out.
no. What the reason why you peaked your microphone? Sorry. I was like, wait, that is weird. That's.
I was just cosplaying a squirrel, obviously.
Oh, you know
What
what?
The
Since we're
squirrel
talking
has
about
a voice,
squirrels,
though. Yours was just like, no.
this is what
It's
Disparu
like she's
was
doing
doing.
that cut audio.
This is what Disparu was doing during Christmas. He was making a little snowman.
It looks like you're kissing a snowman.
Be more like squirrel with a gun. It's probably after the carrot, let's be honest. It's basically just about to rip that snowman's face off.
There's more. Hold on. Why isn't it? There we go. Aw.
Oh, I wonder if he made the snowman. It's so
He built
cute.
it. That's Disparu probably helped. That's your cousin, right?
Disparu, is this the first time you ever saw snow?
No, I live in England. What do you think England is? This isn't some... I don't know what you think about England, but it's not some, like, sweltering desert. We're not a rainforest out there with sun beating down on us as the Englishmen just walk around with their luscious six-pack abs and tans all over the place.
Yeah.
We are a dreary, miserable, wet, dank hole of a nation,
we
and
are
we like
cold.
it that way.
What is
We're
the opposite of six-pack? A beer belly? Are you
A beer
saying
belly,
all
yeah.
British
A dad
Brits
bod.
have a beer belly?
Depends on the extreme, but a dad bod, his beer belly would be, yeah. The Clarkson body, as it would be. This is why
The
Clarkson was voted
sexiest man in the UK.
twice in a row.
You know
him.
what? Okay,
That is peak performance.
I watched the first episode of season 1, and like it is so endearing watching this old man just try to figure out how to farm, and him with his ideas, thinking his ideas might work. It was the episode where he was trying to cultivate, and they were like, make sure you do the 3-point turn and go back. But he's like, if I do circles, it's fine. It's like, an ice rink. Because I was thinking that, I'm like, wouldn't that be more efficient? And then his lines were like, blah.
Well, this is like farming. People think farming's shit. No, we made machinery to do what we did traditionally because the tradition was the best way, and then we just made machines do it instead. So there is no better idea because we've been doing it for so long. There's been so much built up wisdom in that time. You basically can't come up with a new idea. So along comes this guy, and let's face it, it's an interesting development with the show because it starts like Top Gear, and it doesn't, like the recent series aren't anything like Top Gear, but it starts with, I can have GPS and satellite navigate for me. I can
out technology farming.
Yeah, I can get a drone to like control the sheep for me. It's like no. No.
There's reasons why it worked this way for so many years.
Yeah.
Sorry,
There's reasons why we use a dog rather than a satellite controlled drone.
I gotta share something, and I also want you guys to do this on Grok. Sorry, Grok is gonna take over the stream for a few minutes again.
Oh,
so
God, I told you, our glorious AI overlord is already here.
So
maybe Grok knows ways to do better with farming.
But listen,
Well,
I did Krista's Animal Crossing character was cute, so I'm like, I want one. Hold on, it gets funnier. But look at my background; they put a sweet and spicy sign. I thought that was so funny.
Aw, that's so cute.
Knows me better than anyone else.
Wait, I want to do that now.
Wait a minute, look at what happened to Jay. He did draw me his name.
What? He's just holding balls.
No,
And
but
he's
why you look
Asian.
like
He's just Asian, yeah.
he's just Asian.
Asian with his big balls.
Yep. That's the only thing you can see
X-rays
there.
do it. I want to see X-rays. I think hers will be all cute. It'll
Want me
probably
as an Animal Crossing
character, yeah.
Okay. Do we want to see it as it
Look at-
develops?
Yeah, let's show
What did
Jose
it do to
Tacos
that is
That made me
literally
laugh
just an
so
Animal
bad.
Crossing character, though, isn't it?
Sorry.
with a
Oh, sorry. I
taco.
didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, We can
I was
see it
just
as
show- I
it
just have-
develops.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, ponytail. They're going super.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Drop creating images is they appear on your screen like 1999 adult
The
movies.
fourth one is so cute. It says X-ray girl hugs and kisses. That's
It's
so
like my
cute.
avatar. Basically, each of them have like a book, an extra girl EXO in the background.
It's weird how it did basically the same
She's
picture,
reading a
but with
book on
varying degrees
herself.
of realism.
Look at
Yeah.
the third one. She's reading a book about herself.
Amazing fantasy about myself. That's creepy.
Wait, no. Yeah, no, that one, the third one, click the third one again. She's reading a book about herself. That does look like a red light district shop.
Oh no.
That is a
Gross.
neon sign for an adult movie store. Like
Fantasies. This is my daytime look, and then I have a
yeah,
that look.
like it's even got the exit, the neon lights.
She has a
Yeah.
night look.
This is the more innocent one.
Miss Farouk, can you do
Yes.
one? I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna be him like in night gear or something. Can you draw me as an Animal Crossing character? Thanks.
gonna-
We must see this.
I have to make sure I've got the right browser up.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Yeah, she's always concerned about my browsers. Cow.
Hi, Dan Bast.
Dan, he's been playing Red Dead Redemption, and I'm.
Oh, is he enjoying it?
Yeah.
Is he playing
think
it on
so.
any? Him playing computer games, like I still think he plays everything in 8-bit.
I think he does.
He played it in 4K 60 frames per second.
Oh wow, that's sexy.
Now he can see those square pixels in more frames
Higher
than ever before.
definition.
Do you guys want to see some of the dumb stuff I send? I try to send Dan something stupid on Instagram at least once a week.
It has
Hold on.
absolute.
Hold on.
What's the exact prompt? Because this has gone horribly wrong.
You draw me as an Animal Crossing character.
Okay, maybe it hasn't gone horribly wrong. I mean, I'll show you the results, but this is
Wait.
literally just a selection of Animal Crossing characters, like random things. It doesn't even tie together.
Let's see.
Like that's just 4 different people.
I see those are 4 different types of squirrels.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't show your face.
But they're not even
The first
squirrels,
one
are they? Like, how are these squirrels? How are any of these
The top
squirrels?
right is a bear. The bottom right is like a dog.
Like, this one's just, like, with a magic amulet in a... Oh, no, are those prompts for the next one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look,
So strange.
I've no idea. Like, I don't think it has any information, so it can't go off anything. Whereas, Krista actually talks about Animal Crossing, so it has probably has a bit more information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just real quick since Dan's here. We're gonna go off the rails tonight. Topics.
What do you mean
we
tonight?
need them.
We go off
This-
the rails every night.
This is the kind of dumb stuff that I send Dan like once a week.
Wait, what was that? I didn't see that.
That's the guy that was hollering at her. She looked at him and then flipped her camera over to show him.
So was she pissed off just because some guy she didn't like was saying?
Oh,
He
it's
was
a
like-
little man. I had to actually like zoom in because I couldn't see.
But at first she's like, yeah, and then she sees him, she's like, oh no.
Oh,
Hi, Ian.
never
Oh,
mind.
this is what a good point too. That me and Krista post like pictures. You don't post pictures of yourself.
That's true. I was once told that I need to post more selfies of myself because I look like a stalker, like a fake profile. This was before I did YouTube, but I've never taken selfies.
Oh,
So-
really?
Any of my like social accounts used to just be my face, like one picture, and that was it. So that's exactly how fake profiles make pictures. They just post one picture that they've got off the internet somewhere, and then
And
random
that's it.
twaddle, which has basically been my social media profile since forever.
I want
Like,
to see
even
this
now, I
room
get
take
people
a
going,
selfie.
I'm not going to listen to someone that's got a fake profile picture. I'm like, there's literally thousands of hours of my face on the, but they don't go that far. They just see squirrel. Oh.
Really, Clay? Maybe we have you ever seen us in the same room? I'm kidding.
Yeah, you guys might be the same person, obviously.
Obviously.
I like how Dan's like, I remember the first time I hugged a midget. You hugged Wicked? Because you're a midget. That's why.
I know, like
Every time I'm out, I just treat like she just seems like she would be my daughter.
she's like, hey, come over, pay attention. No, I'm kidding. Get over here. Give me your
There was
garbage.
a joke that I was going to make, which I now can't make. Because like, I was going to make a joke about midgets, and then you're like, she's a midget. I'm like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, by the way, I've got some Ian will like this. I got some Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Why did you say Prosecco as if it's like posh?
Because it is.
It is posh.
No, it
It's
isn't.
remember the thing with the
That's
girls?
getting pissed wine.
Sparkling.
There was the interview with the two girls from House of the Dragon where she's like, I like a Negroni Sparklietto with Prosecco in it. And she said it and everyone was just like, wow. She said that all like breathy and it was kind of hot. And then she got mad about it because she's the weird one with the what is she, like androgynous or something? She's the
NB one. Yeah. Because to do that voice, like a man couldn't do that voice. So the fact that you can and people respond to it means you are innately
But I love
feminine.
Prosecco. It's bubbly and it makes me giggly. So
All drinks make me giggly.
True.
Everything is classy at that rate.
Well, there's the thing,
we're a classy bunch.
there's a thing with sleep deprivation where you can actually track sleep deprivation with amount of alcohol that you've had. Which is why when you're like, you've been awake for 3 days, everything is funny. Just because you're essentially pissed off your face by 3 days in.
Oh, I see. The longer without sleep, the more drunk you are, but not drunk. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know if
Yeah.
you ever tried to stay up for like 24, 36, 48 hours.
Yes.
But you
Everything
definitely,
is a
like,
little weird.
You know this isn't funny, but it's the most hilarious thing you've ever heard.
Oh my god.
See, look.
Prosecco
It's
is
not posh. You're
It's posh.
Scottish.
It's
To
posh.
you,
It is
wrapping
posh.
an egg in breadcrumbs is posh. You're like, oh, we'll class
How
this.
do you wrap an egg in breadcrumbs? I don't understand. Isn't it
No,
all
what
like
the Scottish
ooey-gooey?
do, they take an ordinary thing and then they change it a little bit and then go, it's a Scottish thing. So they took an egg, wrapped it in breadcrumbs, and were like, now it's a Scotch. They took whiskey, made it in Scotland, and said, now it's Scotch whiskey. This is
Okay,
what
well,
they do.
when you wrap things
The
in
Welsh
bread,
do the
it
same-
makes it better usually. So they're onto something.
The Welsh do the same thing. They took cheese on toast, and then they just called it rarebit. And they're like, oh, this is our national dish now.
This is
It's like a cheese on
strange.
toast.
People are
Everyone
so weird.
else in the entire world puts effort into their national dish, and then you've got the Welsh cheese on toast.
I mean, Canadians
Wanna
have
put chutney on it?
poutine, which is
Oh, don't push your button
fries,
out,
cheese,
Robbie.
and gravy.
Gravy. It's good.
Gravy.
I like
What kind of gravy? Because I've learned not to
It's
trust
brown
your
gravy.
definitions.
Gravy.
Well,
Brown
some
gravy.
people,
Actual
yeah,
gravy, then. Okay.
yeah, actual
Gravy,
gravy. Even I
gravy.
say that because people call sometimes like Italian sauce. They call it gravy. I just call it sauce, but that's it, like come
Look,
American.
ever since I was lied to about, I can't remember what it's called, biscuits and gravy. It's not biscuits, and it's not
you're
gravy.
having biscuits and gravy when you come to
It's
Florida.
not
That's
gravy,
right.
and it's not. Look, I'm not saying the food.
Sausage
The
gravy.
food may be like a heart attack in a bowl and it tastes incredibly delicious, but they're not biscuits and they're not gravy. That's my point. It's like-
Biscuits.
no, gravy is brown and it's made from stock. It's not made from milk and fat. It's just an
There's a
American.
bit of fat in it, is there not?
Mike's, yes. He said English people are weird. I didn't catch the end, so I highlighted.
I'm not having to go at the food. I'm having to go at your naming strategy. We invented the language.
Mike, X-ray, us
We
four
own
are
you.
going, and we're gonna get biscuits and gravy with this brew.
Oh my god, I tried grits for the first time. Oh, we
With
should go
me,
back there for
right?
breakfast.
Oh, we're
we should
going
go back
back.
there for
I saw-
breakfast.
I saw.
I think about it like every day. So
I think
good.
someone ordered grits. Someone ordered
Actually,
grits
I like
or
grits.
biscuits and gravy, and it looked rank. To be fair, and I don't know which one it was, but it did not look appetizing.
Mm.
Grits are good. We got cheesy grits, and I could have ate
Isn't
like,
grits-
a whole bowl of
Cheesy
them.
grits are great.
What is?
Mm.
Isn't it just oatmeal?
It's like corn. Yeah,
Cornmeal.
yeah, cornmeal. It looks like oatmeal though.
I don't even know what cornmeal is. I don't think we have cornmeal. We have oatmeal.
I burped.
Well, there you go.
Also, I'm drinking again. It's been 10 days since I had my last drink.
Oh, she's gonna get
congratulations!
loose.
Did you get one of the little 10-day tags?
No,
No,
I
you
don't
left
go
off
to
Gary.
AA.
You're like,
I
it's
probably
been 10
should.
days. Are you planning to continue? No.
It's
No.
been 10 days, so we're dang, cheers.
My liver's like,
Something-
yeah. Your liver's got like the little neon kind of glow in the dark, like glow sticks. It's like,
No, if I had an actual problem, this is not a joke. But it's been such a long time since my last drink because I read in a book, or in the little booklet that they give you with the drugs, you're not supposed to drink 3 days after because you might still have the drug in your system. I'm like,
never stop
Darn
Gary
it.
either, to be fair.
Yep.
well, I mean that's Gary's liver in him. I want to actually keep my liver, you know.
I've always
Jesus
thought the weird
Christ.
thing about Alcoholics Anonymous is that the first thing you do is you stand up and go, "Hello, my name is."
Oh, you're
Jesus
just not supposed to
Christ,
talk about
X-Ray
it
girl.
afterwards.
With the
What?
gulp?
That was like the loudest swallow in the world. Yeah, that was like, I think your swallow was louder than me talking.
Really?
Wait, chat, did you hear that?
I think
Did you hear that?
you pointed the microphone at your throat.
Oh, because it's like right here when I saw. Okay, let me just move this up. I'm so sorry.
I like tried to carry on. I was like, no, I've got to say something.
Is that a better
I
height?
thought, it was like,
I'm so sorry.
it was just. There's no polite way to say what I was just about to say.
You just swallow so loudly, X.
No, I was going like, there's no need to apologize for swallowing, is what I was going to say. And I'm like, I can't.
I never apologize when I swallow.
Oh my God.
It's always worth bonus points.
Never leave a drop behind. Excuse me.
Oh my God, that sounded like you're. That was a very wet.
It's because we're laughing so much.
Are you okay, Mike?
Mike isn't old enough for this conversation. He's got multiple children, but he's not old enough for this conversation.
No.
Mike, you have to leave, but your hair can stay. That's the rules.
Okay. Health Minister of Belgium for 5. Thank you. Hey, ladies in Disparu, your favorite health minister is back. Stay away from those seed oils, or you'll look like me.
Mm-hmm. And the cake.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm not staying away from cake.
Like,
I
she would
love
be a
cake.
great person. I don't know about a health minister, but if you wanted, like,
Mike!
advice about, like, restaurants or, like, fast food, like,
She could
that's
be
who
a
you want to go to.
chef. She
Yeah.
should be a chef.
No, she'll be crap at cooking it. She always buys it out from other people. Like, cooking it is too much energy. You don't get that size making your own food. Like, it actually expends effort or something. You get that size, like, sitting on the sofa having people deliver stuff to you.
Mm.
This is why there was never a fat caveman. Just didn't
The
exist.
era of Uber Eats. Well, I honestly love how when you're when you live in a place where you do more walking, like the city, you don't find as many bigger people. Whereas like a commuting city where you drive, they tend to have larger people. So like Italy, how many obese people do you really see around there?
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely comes down to like the cultural diet and how much you walk. Like, there is more of a walking culture in England than the US, but from what I've heard, that's not really the US's. Oh, I was going to say fault, but from what I've heard, you have big, massive shops, but there are not that many of them. So you have to drive to get to them. Whereas we just have like corner shops on nearly every corner, so you will always be able to buy food within walking distance. Whereas in America, I think you have to drive to them. And I don't know what Wicked has been giggling at for like the last 3 minutes, but she's seen something.
No, it's a chat. Mike and Ian.
Are they flirting with each other?
Probably.
Probably.
Like, they don't want to waste a drop.
Ah, just like
He's
me.
Scottish.
I
He has lots of
understand.
whiskey.
Yes. It's all
Yes.
about not wasting a drop of whiskey.
Yeah.
That might
was a
be
really
the worst
awkward
winking
wink.
I've ever seen in my
I'm
life.
not good at winking.
How could you be bad at
You
winking?
can't see because I have my glasses on.
I can't see
Yeah.
because my eyes are closed. It's fine.
I am winking.
I think I'm feeling a little saucy tonight. Just maybe.
Oh, here, I found a video of me and X-Ray Girl on our road trip.
There is a helmet in Tarkov which has like a visor which is just a tiny slit, and people are like, I don't use this because I can't see the enemies. I think X-ray would dominate in it though.
Programmed her way. Oh.
It is.
Also, when the car turns on, she's like squished.
I just want to make you feel good. Make you feel good next to me.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's like Indiana Jones.
They have a problem.
Oh my god!
She's gonna get a whip and escape out the window.
Honey.
They kiss honey.
Smash me like a pancake.
I'd like the fact that the seat goes that far forward means somebody needs it. Like there was someone in that office that was like, no, I need it further forwards and higher.
Oh, there's so I have little friends, 4'11", 4'10". Those are two of my best friends. You're
I'm
not
just kidding.
4'11".
I'm not that sure. We like little
Yeah.
friends. I'm like, yeah. I think all of.
Yeah.
I actually think she collects.
You could
little
just say
people.
the word Steph.
No, well, Steph is short. She's 4'11", but yeah, my shortest friend is 4'10", and so when I get into her seat to like drive, I have to scoot it back first because my legs don't even fit. Like when she sits, like her version of sitting, like this, it's like this on me. The wheel is at like my chest.
It's like all the way up to her chin.
And I'm like, and then my legs are like bent out to the side because they can't even fit underneath the steering column. It was very awkward. Why are you laughing?
There were so many things. Firstly, it was you going, I'm like this, and my first brain went, I'm going goblin mode. I don't know. That was the whole meme of I'm going goblin mode. Is like, I'm going mental. Secondly, I am quite confused that you just all drive each other's cars. We don't do that over here. It'd actually be quite difficult to drive each other's cars.
Like I will sober up.
Sorry,
so
no,
that
I misheard
drive
that. You said if they're drunk. I heard if you're in the trunk. I was like, wait.
Oh no.
Well,
No,
we'd
if
call
they're-
it the
if they get
boot.
too drunk.
So I'm trying to translate American. It's like,
Yeah, no. If we're out and they get too drunk, then maybe I'll stop drinking and then drive their car or whatever.
yeah, we couldn't do that. For us, you have to be on the insurance.
Oh,
So,
really?
like, you couldn't just drive somebody else's car. Yeah, there
Oh.
are some people that pay, like, I think they pay extra so that they can drive anyone's car, but generally you're insured for a car specifically.
Oh, I drive every car, like every car out there.
Hmm.
Oopsies.
Yeah, I think well, your insurance might be fine for it. Like over here, it's just different.
That's good
I
to
don't
know about the British insurance. The British.
There's lots of differences like that. I found out that Americans have massive mortgages at fixed rates, whereas we have
for
like
the
2 years.
entire time. Me too.
Yeah, they have like
25 What? We have to renew every like 3 to 5 years, depending on your
yeah, but the
mortgage.
Americans are like 25 to 30 years. See, this is what happens when you hit a certain age and like
When
now I
you
have to
talk
find out about
things like
mortgage
this.
interest rates. I'm
Oh
like,
my
oh god.
How much are your cell phone bills? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
even
how
I don't
much
want to
is
talk about
this?
mortgage interest rates, but anything that makes me bitter and sour as an Englishman is something that I can thrive on and use an energy to drive me forward. People say like misery is a problem. No, you could. It's an energy that you can drive as an instinct just by sheer hatred and spite. Misery.
That
I'm
sounds so
basically like
British of
Dark
you.
Souls. If Dark Souls was a person.
But you're a cute squirrel.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like the English accent. Like if you go around and you're just horrific to people all the time, you have to come up with some reason why people like you.
What if that's why they like you?
You know what? It's why
Depends.
I
If you insult
I like
everybody
when
long
you're-
enough, you're gonna hit everyone eventually.
Yeah, you know what? It's called no discriminating. Everyone gets equal mean comments from Disprove. It's true.
Everybody's scum.
He loves to hand out poison sandwiches, as his grandma would say. Let me get a couple of these super chats. Sneaky Singy, thank you for being a member for 6 months. I hope my dress gets here soon. I want to wear it for
I
my birthday.
ordered mine.
Did you?
And then I saw Sneaky. I saw your last gift. Oh, he got me the cat, the Lego cat.
Aw.
I'm so
Nice.
excited for it. Yeah. Anyways.
X-Ray Girl actually dresses up her alcohol.
Yeah, look at this. I got this for Christmas. Thank you, Mark.
Ah.
It's a cozy for my, so that I don't have to go to the fridge twice. I only have to
I-
go once.
I actually insulted Mike on his stream yesterday, and I didn't think it was as severe as he did, but everybody else there, which included Mozza, thought it was quite severe.
What
I
did
was like, oh,
what did you make fun of him for?
Maybe I've gone too far. I don't know my own power. Well, he was dead. Like, he just, like, I don't know what he was doing, but he was walking around and he just died, and he almost completely died on the floor. And I just, and people had brought up, like, he was going to do, like, his own Hoctur coin, but as like, epic coin. So I was just like, oh, you're more like her than I thought. You spend most of your life on your back. And apparently that was really severe. But I just
You're like, you're gone too far, Bo.
I was watching a stream where he was lying on his back for like 30 seconds. I'm like, you've only been in the game for a minute, mate. But maybe I've gone too far, so I said it again.
Just
On a
make sure
different
hit-
stream.
Just to make sure hit-
Used to my insults.
Some people let bygones be bygones. I repeat my mistakes.
This is Disparu on.
If it didn't work the first time, he's gonna hit it a second time.
No, it's because you were lying on your back during the game for at least like 75% of your playtime. I was like, well,
Oh my goodness. Carlos Lima, Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to Wicked Virtue, X-Ray Girl, and Disparu. Hope you're all having a great holiday season. I am. It's been fun. The next 2 months are gonna be like crazy fun. I've got a lot going on. I'm gonna be busy, but it's gonna be good busy.
Ooh, very
14
cool.
years.
14
Yeah.
years. Did you finish the Japanese whiskey, I guess, then?
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
This one's
Cheers. Hold
American
on.
White Oak, ex-bourbon, and hand-selected
Bourbon?
American rye barrel.
Bourbon?
Bourbon?
Bourbon.
Meh. Let's do a
I'm
saucy
sorry, but
cheers real
if
quick.
somebody corrects your pronunciation of alcohol, then they haven't had enough.
Okay,
I
cheers.
definitely had enough. Cheers.
Disparu.
Love you.
Disparu. Cheers.
I'm the one who got it wrong in the
Clink.
first place.
Clink.
Clink.
There's how mine went into focus and then I went back again.
I know, he's like, I'm the man, pay attention to me. Boom.
That just happens naturally, don't worry.
Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Happy New Year for Wednesday to the magnificently
Munificent.
munificent X-ray girl, perfectly perceptive, wicked virtue, and rapid fire Disparu.
Yes, the magnificently munificent.
What does munificent mean? I need to Google
I don't
this.
know, actually. I just knew that was the word. I'm
And-
pretty sure he looks it up in a dictionary before he reads it. Like, at first, it was probably, what strange words do I know? And then eventually it was, I need to find a strange word.
Okay. So munificent is extremely liberal in giving or bestowing, very generous. Okay.
The Oxford English language one was
Beneficence.
characterized by or displaying great generosity.
Very
Um,
munificent.
I forgot what word Rachel Zegler used. That was a good word.
Weird.
No, it was a strange one people said they use in theaters. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember the word. You're right, though. We're like, how did she know that?
I
word?
meant to use that one as often as defenestrate, but I forgot
But then
it.
you forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raider, thank you for the 63.97.
Saucy. What we really
Thank
need
you,
for that
Raider.
rater is a clip of Paint the Town Red next to a Halo intro.
I don't know.
Raider
what that
knows.
is.
Rater
Okay.
understands.
Oh,
It's from a
wait.
lethal stream.
Oh,
It would be
Raider,
interesting just to see both of your reactions.
Raider, what is the size of the beer that you got me in Texas? Because it was humongous. It was like a liter, essentially.
Really? Surely you don't
Need-
so like
it's,
or was it
everything's
like
bigger in
like
Texas.
the American ones where they have like big I forgot what they call them.
The growler.
What?
It's called a growler. Why are you laughing? It's called a growler.
Give him a
It's
second.
like a huge cup.
I need you to stop saying the word growler.
Growler.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation.
No,
Growler
no,
cup.
I don't know what it means over there.
But
Whatever
I
it
know
means here
Hello.
is entirely different.
I know. A growler. Growler. It's really hard to say.
Okay, I
next
think
time,
okay.
so-
I'm trying to find something that like is cross cultural.
What does
I
it
think-
mean in British?
Well, I think you would. I think you also share the term beaver.
China.
Do you? Well, apparently not. If you haven't reacted to the word beaver.
Oh, 16 ounce. It felt like a liter. It was so big.
I think you also know the word minge, right?
That's the hair on a vagina.
Well, no, it's the entire kind of anatomy, but
Oh, never mind. I guess I was wrong.
yes. That's also what we use to describe growler.
What's a growler?
Growler. With a G.
Growler. Oh.
Yes.
Is it
So
'cause
if
it
you
goes
if you
rar?
start talking about your growler,
I like holding a big
I was
growler.
like, no, and you're like, no, my growler's massive. Yeah, I got it out in the bar, you know. Somebody
Yeah,
sent
the
me as a
bigger the
gift a
better.
growler. I'm like, wait, what? It's like,
The bigger, the better.
that's damn. That's never been true. You can't play that for that. No. No, okay, now I'm going to say my midget joke. I don't care whether Wiki would call it a midget or not. People always say it's the size of the boat. It's not the size of the boat. It's the size of the ocean. Because if you're shagging a midget, it hardly matters. That's what I was going to say. And the next ray girl went, Wicked's a midget. I'm like, well, I can't say it anymore.
No, you totally could have. You totally could have. You're just holding yourself back for no reason.
Well, yeah, but then chat would have taken it probably a weird. You always have to.
Huh? I don't know what you said. What you said?
Okay.
Oh, I learned it from Mr. Porkchop, not you. Okay. I
No.
remember having this conversation.
No. Wait, you learned the word growler?
Because I was talking about growlers, and then he's like, stop it. He's kind of the same reaction.
Oh,
you
okay.
did.
No, I was going to say, yeah, because if he taught you the word growler, I'm like, no, he meant something
because
completely
I
different.
said it. He's like, stop
Okay.
saying that.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, I vaguely remember this conversation, but I thought it was with you.
That's like, the equivalent of that would be me talking about British cigarettes to you, and you'd be like, wait, no, stop.
No, I know what those are. Bundle of sticks.
This is why I'm gonna get just like cancelled on the internet. At some point, my YouTube channel will get deleted just for using normal English terms. And
Well,
Americans
that's
are like,
the
no.
funny thing. Like, when it comes to culture, you kind of have to like understand that there's certain terms that different cultures use that might not be explicit or negative.
Yes, but on the internet, the only one that matters is America.
I know,
Like,
which
America
sucks.
owns all the largest platforms, so they make all the rules. They make all the rules that police the censorship or like the terms, and so you kind of have to know American culture in order to participate in those platforms. Now, there will eventually be a blind spot, but it's not like Americans never need to learn English culture for the internet reasons.
Mhm.
Thanks, Frodo. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I guess just Drew's your favorite YouTuber. Okay. Me and Extra Girl just
Hi.
don't even matter anymore.
Neither
Fine.
of you two make
Just kidding.
videos. Like, you
who's
actually
Roto?
don't make videos at all.
Yeah. Roto who?
Out of these three, I'm the only one that makes videos.
I put a
Hey,
I
made
basically
really
win that by
long
myself.
live videos.
That's not true. I have a second channel that I've never gone live on. Shush.
Oh my god, she just shushed you.
And he listened. That's a first. First for
No, I'm simply amazed because
you.
firstly, you're like, I've got a second channel that I've never gone live on. It's like, yeah, no one knows what even is it?
It's a vlog channel and there's videos.
How many videos?
I don't know, like 12. It's new.
How new?
Like not even a year old new.
You made 12 videos in a year.
It's not even a year. You know what? Nathan, thank you for
Can't
the
just no, we're not moving past this. Whatever this is. I don't know what this is meant to be. The problem with everything, the problem with going shh, the problem with anything
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, what?
Thanks, Mongoose. I'm getting there.
Why does it have over 600? It's got 12 videos.
Because it's amazing quality content. 31 videos.
What are you doing on it?
There we go. I told you already, vlogs. 31 videos. Thanks.
What's
See,
a
I don't even know.
You could film yourself on the toilet. It'd be a vlog. That's not a topic.
Well, I don't
Should
do
we-
that. Sorry to disappoint. What's that on there?
I was
There's
going to
no-
say, yeah, you'd probably get more views.
He's like, if you
You-
did
you
that,
kn-
you'd be
you know
at
what the
2,000
internet's
right now.
like. Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
could
do.
charge
That's
for
why-
that.
That's why I just mention it. I don't actually do it.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm off to the loo. But if you want to continue the stream, then it's gonna be. It's like,
Thank you to OF. No, kidding.
yeah,
I don't do that there.
then there's a charge. There's always a secondary stream running.
It's of my
It's
feet.
basically the camera below the desk.
Oh,
Oh
of my feet, not of the growler. Okay, guys, not of the growler.
Well, what's the point of seeing your feet? Everyone's got feet.
Okay. For some reason,
This is
people
like
are
doing a
obsessed with
stream
my
of
feet.
your
I don't
own
understand.
nose.
Do you want me to do a stream? Chat, do you want me to do a stream of my nose? Do you want to see up my nose?
There was, I don't know
The
whether you guys
anatomy.
know him. There was a guy over here called
X-rays, no.
Graham Norton that does like a talk show. He interviews celebrities and stuff.
Mhm.
But he's
know.
been around for decades. Now, when he was on Channel 4, he did a lot kind of spicier content for TV. But he was around during the creation of the internet, like when it sprung out. And one of the websites he went to, he was always like, this is the weirdest thing I found on the internet. One of them was a guy that was into runny noses.
Oh yeah, I think
Runny.
you talked about that. That would drive me crazy when
You
we
got him on the-
listeners do
you did a
that.
phone
it's
interview.
nuts. And what did he go?
Yeah,
And
he
was
got
like,
him on the
"That's-
TV show, and he was like I've found your site. Do you want to talk about it? And the guy was, yeah, I'll be on TV because it'll advertise the site, right? And it was just like pictures of people with like dribbling noses.
That's
And-
such a strange fetish.
Well, Graham said because
He
this,
likes
like,
the
like
buds.
I say, this was the start of the internet. Well, the great thing about the internet is like if there's 5 people in the world that like something, those 5 people will find themselves and form a community. It says, have you ever found anyone that likes your site? He went, no. But I'm hoping that one day, I'll find the other guy in the world, which is also into runny noses.
That have that same fetish.
This is why whenever people are like everything, no, not everything. There's always been runny noses that nobody likes. Except that one guy, who I have thought of for like 25 years. I was probably about 10 when I saw that. Never forget.
That is, you know what? That's stranger than the feet fetish. I'll give the feet people that.
Even the feet thing is like, I just walk on mine. I never really think about them.
So here, you want
They're
to
not
see
really
it?
an area that I pay any attention
That's how I
to.
get around.
Yeah. Like, if I could walk without feet, I wouldn't care. Like, I wouldn't care if my feet didn't exist if I could still
You could walk on your
fine.
hands. Learn how to walk on your hands.
No, I
and
don't. No. I mean, still walk normally. Like, everything about my life is exactly the same, but I don't have feet. I don't care.
then- Okay.
Where I miss, like, my hands.
Hand.
Yeah, you do. Well, you do all your favorite things with your hands. You know,
Hand.
play video games.
That's what the kids call
Hand.
it. these days.
Well, you know, you have to use a mouse with one of them.
Oh yeah.
Marvel Rivals isn't going to play itself.
Okay, if you had to lose a finger, I would be okay losing a pinky finger. I could live without.
You could still
That.
like.
We still play games without a pinky finger, but you can't play games without your thumb, second, third, or
That
fourth
was a
finger.
weird memory. When I grew up, I've never even thought about this in years. When I grew up, I used to know a kid that only had second and third finger.
How
Only
do you
He'd
had-
think-
literally take. I remember him taking an ice cream like that. Like that's how he'd grip things.
So he only had these 2 fingers.
Yeah,
That definitely wasn't his jerking off hand.
I think it could be. I don't know why. Like he could grip a cornet like an ice cream, like a 9. I don't know whether you have 90. Do you know what a 99 is? Probably not.
No.
Do you have like it's like a cone with ice cream and like a flake in it? Do you even know what a flake
Okay.
is?
What's a flake?
Okay.
Can you show us what
a
the
Game
ice cream
Boy.
is?
Is there just a
Now we have to go
Game
through
Boy
like
on top of your
decades
cone?
of advertisement. There was always a chocolate in the UK that was advertised in an erotic manner. And it was always the flake.
Flake.
All right, I'm looking it up.
No, unironically, it was Cadbury. You know Cadbury's, right?
Yeah,
The
Cadbury.
I think it was Cadbury's rather than Nestle. One of them had the flake, and because it breaks as you bite into it. It
This?
always had. It was basically just a woman's lips biting into the chocolate. There was that, and there was also we had a chocolate that was advertised by a spy
This?
campaign.
Is that the
Well, that's a
99?
99. But no, I'm on about there's a Cadbury's flake.
Oh, flake. The box.
N-
I've
no-
had those. They're good.
Yeah, the box, but the flake is like the chocolate bit in the ice cream.
Yeah. Those stuffs
But-
are good. I like it. I want to eat
Yeah, but
it.
they were always advertised with an incredibly attractive woman biting into them and just the chocolate dribbling down her mouth.
That's
Well,
sexy.
well,
Well,
it's sold
there was
in that-
also I can't remember what it was. It was I think it was another Cadbury's thing. There was basically a box of chocolates, and they do like a James Bond intro of like him killing everybody and blowing things up. and then he'd end up in a hotel room with a woman and deliver a box of chocolates. And it always ended with the tagline, all because the lady loves, and then the tag, like, whatever the chocolate was.
No.
But it's like he's just
I need to
slaughtered
watch
people,
one
and
of
he's
these
like, yeah, but now
commercials.
he'll
I
bang
know.
her.
But I don't think they're friendly for like the streams, just in case, because the
Probably
music. So
Milk
is
tray?
it a Flake 99
Milk tray,
commercial?
all because the lady loves milk tray. Yeah, it was literally like a James Bond intro of this guy sneaking through a city just so he could shag somebody with a box of chocolates, and he'd be like killing people on the way and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, they took the inspiration off James Bond, so British institution. We had that in our adverts, but it's like, yeah, the lengths that men will go to just to shag someone at the end of it.
I'm watching the commercial right now, and it's a girl in anti-gravity.
I mean, that has its advantages. She won't be
and
slinging
she's
him
about
over
to
her
pull the
shoulder in
flake
20 years.
out. Oh yeah, she's eating it so sensually.
Yeah, it always zooms in on the mouth. Whenever she
Sensually.
bites, it's just like a
Yeah,
close
it's
up
like
of her
right
mouth.
in her mouth.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just like
let's
ramming
say,
it in there.
Sex sells. They understand their market.
Well, it used to. Well, no, it still sells, but the advertising companies have forgotten it.
Here, okay, I will just show the part where it's in her mouth.
I mean, you can 100%. Oh, because it was on TV. It was
Yeah,
probably
so-
on TV before like copyright was a thing, though. But...
Like,
I mean,
If you saw that, would
that's
you
one
eat
of the
it?
tamer ones. The normal ones, I've seen ones where it like literally zoomed in like 2 centimeters away from her lips, and you're like, wait,
oh really?
what
I
is
just
that
haven't
flake
found it
supposed to
yet.
represent? And then she bites, and you're like, oh no, no.
Oh, I've got a 2010 band.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were banned. We had quite a few adverts banned in our time.
I'm just
We
waiting
had
for the
do
moment
you
where
have
she eats the
Tango over
flake.
there?
No.
Well, it was like I don't know what to describe it. It was like a fruity orange drink, and they advertised it with like a bald guy who's bright orange, like an Oompa Loompa, running around. Think this was a thing? Yeah, low cut top.
What
I
the
don't-
freak?
I don't know what the Satan's for.
This is banned. Is it banned in the UK?
Yeah, it's that kind of all of this. Yeah, that whatever that was.
I don't understand.
Not Satan. The next bit.
Here, this.
Oh,
Look, I mean, look. Like you only need the picture. This is what our Flake advertised when I
Jeez.
was a kid. We're like, yeah, this is how we want chocolate advertised.
jeez.
You have to remember
Wow.
as well, when you're talking about Britain, we are literally the no sex, please. I'm British kind of
Come to
country.
the crumb.
No, we had what was it called?
Oh wait, are you
There
talking
was-
about Tang the drink? Like the mix that's kind of like a Kool-Aid?
I don't know what it's
drink?
called over there. Over here, it's called Tango. Over here, it's called Tango.
Let's see.
But there was like an orange Oompa Loompa that would run around and he'd like slap people's ears. And he'd be like, when you... No, he would slap their cheeks, right? He'd just walk up to them and go, bang! When they were drinking Tango. It's like, when you've been tangoed. It got banned because children were doing it in the playground. And they were popping eardrums.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Bang.
Tango?
Yeah, Tango.
There you go. Apple and orange. Have you ever drink it? Is it good? Looks like it's sugary.
There was something else I was going to say as well. I can't remember what it was. Put on by something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's different. Tang was like a powdery drink that you mix.
I remember thinking, don't forget this, as we went on Wicked's tangent, and then I immediately forgot it. I
Of
don't know what it was.
course. Just put it in the private chat next time. I feel like that would be not a bad place for rememberies. Rememberies?
I mean, probably, but because I thought don't forget it, I just immediately thought I'd remember it. I don't know what we were talking about at the time. It was
Yes.
I don't know. I think I started to say it and then went off on a different thing. I don't know.
Sounds
So
typical.
it was. Let's see. Sorry, Mathan. Thank you for the 100. No, it's Norwegian, right? I always ask.
Norwegian Krona.
It isn't. Okay. Started listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks for cozy Christmas vibes. What are your Hogwarts houses? Disparu is Slytherin, obviously, as am I.
No.
I'm what was that one? It's a Hufflepuff.
I'm not Slytherin.
What are
I'm
you?
Ravenclaw.
I
I only know that because of the game.
I think you're either between Ravenclaw and Slytherin, but that was just you're fiercely like loyal as well, which that's a good Slytherin trait.
I thought
But-
Slytherin was the snaky, betray everybody,
Yeah, that's what I
No.
thought too.
manipulative.
No, they're or is it Gryffindor? They're loyal and what was
The
I don't know
channel,
anything about Gryffindor.
Blabs Say her name 3
We'll
times, and
ask-
she'll come in and tell us.
Yeah. And Andrew Matthews is right. My house is castle.
I don't know what. I don't know what any of this
No.
means. I just took a test once, and
man's house
I was
is his
Hufflepuff.
house.
Hufflepuff is loyal. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm
I thought-
definitely Hufflepuff. When I was younger, I was Ravenclaw. Things change. It's fine.
She's turned evil now.
I thought
No,
Slytherin
not.
was evil.
And you're not Slytherin.
They tend to be evil.
Oh.
I don't think they're all evil.
So you
They
are
tend to be.
No
Slytherin.
offense.
Me?
Why'd you
Yeah.
call her evil? Obviously, I'm kidding.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
asking
be
if she's
evil.
Slytherin.
I'll be
No, you said-
slithering in your pants. No, I don't know.
I'm asking what your Harry Potter house is. This is probably the easiest question ever. You literally said, I was this, and then I changed, so I asked what you were, and you just went, I'm
Oh,
slithering in your
Ravenclaw.
pants. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw.
I need like some kind of pest control.
I'm in the I'm in the Vizzy house right now because I have drank one Vizzy after 10 days of not drinking. It's affected me.
The weird thing is, I am way more impacted by this Jura than I should be for the amount that I drunk.
Jeez.
For a second.
He's
Well,
like,
the-
I don't know what to do with that.
Do you want to know the second that I knew that it had impacted me more than I expected is when I went, no, well, you were calling Wicked a midget, and so I'm like, wait.
I've been
I'm
called
like,
worse.
sober you already rejected that as an idea, and drunk me went, hey!
Let go. I'm sorry,
Also,
Wicked.
I'm
You're
not
gonna have to
saying-
have the mom hat right now between the two of
You
us.
don't have to have the
I'll do
mom
my
hat.
best.
That's-
I don't know.
that's a-
Do we really need to be supervised? We're fine. It's a New Year's Eve stream. Listen, I don't think we're gonna be as bad as last year. Last year we went hard.
Wait, should we do shots? Should we do shots?
I'm
Should
still
I
doing the
want
same
to?
thing. I'm still doing the
Let
same
me
thing.
catch
I'm
up on
just not,
super chats, and then we'll
I've
ask
just
the
not done it
chat
officially.
if we should do
Chat,
shots.
should we do shots? $50 for a shot, $100 for a shot. I don't know. One's in the chat for yes, for shots, for money.
We'll
or
figure it
two
out.
or
'Cause
no.
it's got to be high, not to just like not that we're trying to be like that, but because I can't do too many shots. So if we're like, let's do $5 shots, I'll be done in 10 minutes.
That literally defeats the object of doing them. If you're like, no, I've got to be sober tomorrow.
No,
Like,
I know.
I
I'm
have an
just
hour of
saying.
editing.
I
I
can't-
could
Okay.
literally be
But you're
throwing up.
British. You could drink a whole bottle and be fine, and you'll edit that video like it was nothing.
We've been
I'm a
unironically,
lightweight.
I saw an article that was like the
X-Ray
British
knows
have been
this.
binge drinking for like
She's seen it in
2,000
person.
years. So it is probably legitimately in my DNA by now to binge drink, like unironically.
Okay.
And imagine what Ian's like. He's Scottish. They've been doing it for like
Poor
20,000 years.
but he
Like
usually
Ian
agrees.
came out of the womb with a whiskey bottle in his mouth.
He was like, "That's party."
I mean, he stole it, but that's fine.
He was wearing a whiskey bottle and a
Like,
kilt.
As Ian was swimming down the birth canal, he's nicked the whiskey bottle out of the doctor's hand.
Oh.
I'll have that. Lance,
I think one of my favorite comments in Coupling is when they said, men's genetic imperative is to admire women. Halfway down the birth canal, we're already admiring the view.
And then you'll
And
be
it's like,
sucking
quite
on a
frankly,
teat.
ladies, I'm not sure how offended you should be. And I'm like, this was made in the 1997 or something, and it's so much more applicable now with
But then
everything
there's
that's going on.
it's like Freud did mention that, okay? The doctor nicked it from my mom.
That's
oh
why I
my
like
God.
making comments about Ian, because he just comes back with words.
I love Ian's humor. He's so funny. I enjoy it.
yeah, same.
Well, I do think it's what one of the issues, like when Americans do create social media and stuff and you come up with all the rules, you forget what like local cultural things are. And in Europe, but especially in the UK, everybody just takes a piss out of everybody. And so the Scottish just constantly hate the English constantly hate the Scottish and the Welsh hate everybody, and the Irish hate the world. And you're like, oh no, you're not allowed to insult those people. It's like, it's what we've been doing for thousands of years. We like it. This is how we bond.
We like it.
Look, it's that or war. Take your pick.
Lance, thanks for the 199. Brits still eat like they're rationing in the tube.
Oh my
It's not
God.
my fault that you've all destroyed your taste buds, and so we just eat proper food. Like, that's my problem with that.
Andrew,
It's like,
thank
oh
you
my
for
god,
be-
I need hot sauce and stuff because I've destroyed my entire palate.
Thank
Like,
you
yes,
for being a
you're
member for
uncivilized. We know. We expect that of the colonies.
Biscuits is from the French
Don't
for
worry,
twice
one day
cooked.
we'll take you back.
So USA biscuits is not correct. It's they could both be right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Ian says you're
I
not
think I
made
agree with that just
unless-
because it was insulting America.
What does slagging mean?
Exactly.
Does it mean like
No. Well, okay, so you've got the word slag, which I think you already know, but you've also got slagging. You can slag somebody off, which just means insulting.
that sounds very funny
okay.
though. That sounds like something else.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like, oh my god, you're only friends if you're banging all of them. That's not. No.
As I
No.
say, you guys got
Maybe
different.
in Essex. I was gonna say Norfolk, but that's mainly. I was gonna say Norfolk, but that's mainly within like the family. They just keep it there. You know, them with no webbed feet.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
feet.
Norfolk. I mean, look. Okay. Advice to any guys in the UK, right? If you ever ask a girl out and she says, "I love you like a brother," suggest a weekend in Norfolk.
Oh.
Damn.
There. Was that good enough? Was that a good damn moment for you, Disparu?
That was better than the last one, yes.
Oh, okay.
You're improving.
Raider, thank you for the 5321. I am offended that Ian so forth has moved on. The people in US are ingesting chemicals, not food. Which is why Americans are fat. Chemicals are addictive, which why people keep
Additive.
going back.
Oh, no, it is addictive. But
chemicals
additive,
chemicals are yeah.
Yeah, it is addictive.
And real quick,
I'm too drunk to read the word,
Additive.
so I corrected somebody that was sober with my drunken correction just because I thought it was correct myself.
I'm not skipping anybody, but since they're having a super chat conversation, Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I feel Raider has misrepresented something I have said. I never denied that he had consumed chemicals of any nature.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Why?
Just
This is so funny.
just from a British point of view, there isn't a single person on the continent that doesn't think Americans are consuming chemicals in your food.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
But then every time you bring it up, you're like, oh my god, you eat like you're in the war. So, you know, you pick
I
one.
never said that.
Do you want synthetic chemicals in your food, or do you want to eat like you're in the war with nice, tasty ingredients that make good food? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to not put hot sauce in my tea.
Ugh.
Wait, you put
Look,
hot
you
sauce
say,
in your
oh,
tea?
but there's no.
There's someone that does
that was
it,
a
for
specific
sure.
reference. Arudai is a guy writing a D&D. No, it's not D&D.
I thought he was about to say a Rudai puts hot sauce in his tea. I was going to say, okay.
No, Arudai is
Hold
making
on.
his
Oh my
own.
god, I would believe it if he did, though. That's the crazy part.
No, I'm trying to accurately represent it. Arudai is making his own like tabletop
Oh,
system.
yes.
Like
yes,
his
yes,
own
yes.
rule set, his own world, his own like universe. And so he's employed a writer. Now the guy looks like Gandalf whenever he's writing anything. But he also has the nasty habit, which I don't think Gandalf would sink to, of putting hot sauce in everything. And I mean everything. So he'll be like, oh, I've got a donut, mate. What would it taste like if I put hot sauce on it? I've got coffee, I put hot sauce in it. And that
That's
seems
so
very
sweet.
American to me.
Or
He's
it's just
like
weird.
he's like Gary if Gary wrote D&D.
But
well, not
Gary
the
wouldn't
tabletop.
put hot sauce in his coffee. That's weird.
I think he would. I just think he's not
No.
thought about it.
No.
I think he would.
No.
I think if you ask Gary, he would definitely try
No,
hot
he
sauce in his tea.
wouldn't. Okay, he would try it once,
think-
but no. He
Yeah, no. What
specifically-
if he liked it?
No, he wouldn't. I almost.
He
I
wouldn't
know.
like
I
it.
think he would. No, I think Gary would try it, and if he liked it, he'd continue doing it. This is the guy who puts pineapple on his pizza. This guy has no line.
Oh,
He has tested every line there is, and he's only pulled back from a few.
Gary only drinks coffee to get caffeine. You know what he drinks? He drinks a very large coffee with an extra shot of espresso in it. I know because
Yes.
he likes just all that caffeine.
Likes
I
to
don't
be-
understand it. It's too much.
100%. And so, if he could improve the taste, if he were like, wow, you know, that hot sauce, that really, he would 100% put hot sauce in the tea. Or like coffee, whatever it is.
I don't believe it. I don't believe. You know what? Let's
No,
do
you
that.
just don't. Yeah, you just don't want to think. Oh no, maybe you could sing that for. This is a guy that puts pineapple on his pizza. He could definitely sing that far. He would 100% try it, and if he liked it and enjoyed the taste, he would continue doing it.
Okay, I will say if he liked like any human, if they liked the taste, they would continue eating that. Like,
Well, that's only my point, though.
food.
It's that the guy that Arudai is employed to make tabletop really likes hot sauce, and so puts it in anything. It's like, yeah, maybe you know, an apple. Maybe an apple would be improved with hot sauce on it. It's like,
No,
look,
it wouldn't.
let's
Caramel.
try.
Nutella. Butterscotch.
Nutella? He'd be like, yeah, Nutella. You know what that needs? A few dabs of hot sauce. Like this guy looks like he looks like a wizard. Like he could walk down the street like. I got in trouble once because I walked down the street and went, "Look, Dad, Fat Santa." It's like, oh, apparently not supposed to do that in real life, but I got away with it because I was young. My main issue as a human being aging hasn't been changing what I say. It's been changing what I say without getting punched in the face. That's
So
what I've learned.
true. So true. I quite enjoyed Gary's story about him almost getting shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would never do that, by the way. I'm not aggressive enough for that sort of confrontation.
I would 100% do that, but people don't carry guns here.
That's true. You have to be afraid of butter knives.
Yeah, I would I am with me. I don't know what it's like for Gary personally. Because whenever I've met Gary, he seems to be like the unshakable person. Like you could walk up to him, you could probably say anything, and there's just gonna be like a calm reaction to whatever you said. He seems to be incredibly difficult to actually make angry. So I've never seen him in that mode.
He would only be angry if it had to do with the safety thing with his kids and his wife, I'm sure.
I was gonna say I've heard of one event which was about his family, and that seems to be like the trigger point.
Well, because it's one of the weird things, and I'm the same. Is like you can say and do whatever you want to me, but if you start going after my family who don't have anything to do with this world, that's where I'm gonna get pissed off.
Yeah, but it's more like I think I could literally say any insult. Like I could try my hardest to piss him off as much as I wanted, and I don't think he would ever take the bait. So to find out the one situation that he did is kind of surprising as it is. But also, when people are like, "No, I've got a gun, mate," I'd be like, "Oh no," because I think the only reason I think the only reason I have said a lot of stuff to a lot of people. People think I'm different. I'm not different on the internet to where I am in real life. I say the same.
He
crap.
is the exact same. Exact same.
I say I'm as amazed I've not got punched in the face as anyone else. I am under no illusion that I would win fights with random people. Like, I am not the guy that thinks, oh no, I would definitely win a fight. My thing, and this has been told to me before, I was absolutely off my face at a pub when a guy told me it, but I've never seen a guy change as fast as you do. I was like, what do you mean? It's like,
you Superman?
No, there was a guy, and I'm not joking, he was like 6'9". This guy was massive. This guy, I was in an area of the UK which was very tall. I've never felt short. I think I'm literally 6 foot. And when you say you're literally 6 foot, no one believes you. But I am literally, because everyone thinks you're rounding up, I'm literally 6 foot. So, in this one area of the UK, everyone was bigger. I don't know why. I don't know whether one guy, like 200 years ago or like 500 years ago, just was the most attractive man on earth and he just had it around with the entire town. Who knows? But in this one region, everyone was massive. But this guy was literally like 6'9", 6'10". He was way taller than I am. And he started trying to take my drink. The first time, it was probably that much in the drink. I'm like, I don't care. The second time, there was like 80% of the drink left. I'm like, no. And I'm the kind of person, you can push me to a point, and then after I'm not moving. And I don't care what happens to me. Like, you can literally beat me to a pulp. I'm not moving. And that was this moment. And so I was like, I started kicking off. And then he went, I'm going to wrap you around that bar. I went, well, you can have the bar. And it went from, I don't care what you're going to do, to, you can have the drink if you want, mate. And it was like, literally, the guy went, I've never seen anyone switch that fast in my entire life. And it was because I reached a point where I'm like, this guy is literally going to kill me. And so I switched, and it was just like survival instinct. I've never seen anyone in my entire life switch that fast. And sort of how they behave around people. And it's like, I see it as a sign of
There you go, yeah. Survival instinct.
Well, I see it more like You have people, right? That I've been around those as well. There was a guy that I absolutely despised. Literally despised. Went into the meeting knowing I despised him. And this guy just kept on and on and on throughout the entire night. By the end of the night, I liked him. Just because he was so nice, so consistently, so like repetitively. They kind of won me over by the end of the night. I'm not like that because I don't care. But I hit a point where I'm like, this guy's going to kill me. I don't know
what is nice in Scotland?
Okay, I'm gonna catch up.
In Scotland, if they're not dropping slurs at you, they don't like you.
Yeah,
like if you're not dropping slurs at a Scottish person, well, if they're not dropping slurs at you, you're probably gonna get wrapped around the bar.
Yeah, you don't like me. You haven't dropped a single slur about me yet.
Yeah, well, he can't publicly because the Americans make the rules.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it'd be the first word he said if you met in real life.
Yeah, he'll insult you immediately.
If you met me
He'd be like,
life.
"Oh, X-ray you," and be like, "That's the way it works."
Yeah.
He's like an Aussie.
Mongoose, thank you for gifting 5 memberships, and Sneaky Singy also gifted 5. Thank you guys.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
queen.
Yes.
Shane for 2. Shane Muniz, can I get a shoulder slip? It's Christmas. X-ray just busted out both of the shoulders. There you go.
Oh yeah, it got too hot in this room. I needed to take off the
double shoulder slip.
That's not what he meant by a shoulder slip. That
Oh,
you have to at least,
okay, he wants you to do it.
you have to at least go to there.
Disparu wants that. He wants you to do it.
There, I did it.
He's like, sure. Jason
You
Webster.
can't put that on me. She's married. Like, this is an entirely different situation when she's married. It's like, yeah, Disparu really wants you to take your top off. No, he doesn't. Not when she's a married woman, all right? That's no.
I'm saying the chat wants you to do it, Disparu, because you did it the one time. You did.
That's not what just happened.
That's what I meant, though.
Like, X-Ray was like, wait, and you're like, yeah, Disparu wants you to do it. Yeah, Disparu. I'm like, no. We're not going down that road.
Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. From Clint Eastwood comes Jura #1, starring Disparu.
I don't understand that reference.
I don't know what Jura. I showed the wrong side of the pissing ball. It is 14 years. I don't know what Jura #1 is. Do they do a Jura #1? I don't know all the different types of Jura.
Hirokami for 5, growling at the.
What the heck?
Thank you.
Look, like I said, well, no. That's a fair question, right? Especially as in pounds, so it means he's from the same country as me. That's proper money. I said, like, oh no, because I said beaver. Do you have the word beaver for that over there?
Yeah.
Why did none of you react when I said beaver?
I'm laughing because I put B right back in chat instead of the 5.
Yeah, because I was like, growlers is like maybe beaver, and you went.
Confused me because it came up as my name too.
Like I've never heard I've never heard badger, but at least if you were like, yeah, she got a hairy badger, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I could understand that kind of comment. But beaver is the normal term that I know, and then it's like, oh no, we're just dead
Sorry,
face.
I'm still laughing at that. Yes.
Like we're completely deadpan. It's like, oh no, actually, they did know what I meant.
That just threw me off because I'm like, why does it? I didn't just say be right back. Anyways, Duffy.
I don't know what you.
Look,
it clearly comes up under her name. No.
She did it through StreamYards, and it's my StreamYards.
Oh, I'm looking in the private chat. Sorry.
Oh, she did that after, and she was laughing because she actually did. I seen it, and I'm like,
oh.
Huh?
Wait, so she's logged into you as YouTube?
If she does it on StreamYards, but if she goes like on the actual YouTube, it'll be her. But like if she types it through the StreamYards message, it comes through as me because it's my StreamYards.
Oh, that's
you know
not
what
how
I mean?
I thought you ever. I didn't know that's how you set it up, but I thought you'd like shared the account somehow. But
We do. We share it, but because it's my channel, like, and we're live on mine. Like if we were just live on hers and I typed something, it would come up hers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
shared like a channel in StreamYard, so I don't know how it works. Though.
Yeah. The more you know. There you go, chat.
Yeah. The thing is, I used to watch like the Enid Blyton books, the famous 5. I don't know if anyone knows. Before I used to watch like Goosebumps and that kind of stuff, I used to read the famous 5 books, which were kind of the books which got me into reading in the first place. Okay, bit of Disparu lore. when I went through infant school, I
Just
was
the lore.
terrible. I was terrible at
Duppy.
reading, like really bad at reading. I would have been a complete and utter like 85%, like absolute 85 IQ moron. Except the school told me I was terrible at reading. Well, they told my mom I was terrible at reading. They said my reading age was like 3 years below where I was supposed to be. So she got me into the famous 5 books with Enid Blyton. So after I went to the library, started reading loads, actually went way beyond my reading age, and the rest of it. You put the chat up because I forgot what I was saying about the chat. It was in response to the chat.
Which chat?
I'm a visual person. That's what I've learned to do.
This?
Probably, yeah, because my short-term... Oh, Fanny, yes!
I didn't need to read it
In
yet.
the famous
It's like-
5, they have a relative called Fanny, and I'm like... Even when I'm in infant school, I know what Fanny means. And it doesn't mean what it means in America. We don't have fanny packs. If you were packing a fanny over here, you better be over like 16 at least. You have to be, right? Because otherwise, I don't know what you're packing, but it better not be. You better be in America. And they weren't doing it in the Enid Blyton books. So, in the same neighborhood between British and American meanings, yes, they have entire. The American to English conversion, one thing I've learned doing YouTube is simply not just how different our language is, but how different our entire culture is. Which is why whenever I see an American cultural issue kicking off, I tend to stay out of it. Because even if I have opinion, and I do, but
of course, he's just Brew. He's got an opinion on everything.
But I also find that America is following our trajectory, but it's kind of delayed because you're a bigger country than us. And you have states which kind of compress the issue into smaller states. So I already know the outcomes of what you're doing because we're a smaller compressed state, so we're like in the future from where you are. But I still stay out of it because I'm like, it's not my place. Because I grew to appreciate the difference between American culture and English culture. And we don't come at things from the same angle. Let's put it that way.
Thank you for the 5, Duppy. I was just about to read it, but Disbrew, he said,
Yeah, Disbrew. Fanny is different in 2 places in the same neighborhood between British and American meanings. Yes, you pack them, and we also pack them. But we tend to find that the better you pack a fanny, the more kids that you have.
And mate, I see your $50 super chat for a shot. When Extra gets back, I'll go grab something to take a shot. I don't have anything right here. I just have my Prosecco, but I'll grab something. But we can't leave Disbrew unattended, okay? I'll come back. And there'll be a whole revolution going on if we leave him alone.
That would 100% be American Revolution if I was in charge. Somebody put me in charge of... I think it was Mike, actually. I think Mike put me in charge of, like... So I don't know how, but he put me in charge of, like, England in his stream. And I'm like, no.
Why England?
Also, I'm not
like
skipping
the world
anybody else,
isn't ready for the
promise.
dictator that I would be. Is like I like that Disbrew knows he would be a dictator. It's like obviously.
I have to go. I have to
I'm
go
not gonna
get
listen to
something,
him
so
now.
I'll be right back.
I saw that. Macy? I don't know. Anyways, matey. So I went to get ice because the good stuff is coming out now.
Well, I mean, so is this starting now?
No, we didn't agree upon it. So let's agree upon it first.
Okay, well, you and Wicked agree, and I'll just go along with it. How about that?
Sure. I mean,
I don't care about
probably
drinking.
just do like a swig. I probably should have gotten a shot glass.
Well,
so
what I
know
mean
how
is, like, if we're actually doing this, I'll go and get an actual visible glass. Because what I have is this. Well, no one can see what I'm even drinking. That's what I'm thinking. Although, judging by the 1 hour and 8 minutes that I've been in the stream, I don't think anyone's been doubting my ability to drink in that time.
I doubt my ability to drink at this rate.
I was very impressed by the effect that it had on you within like 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna skip.
I'm not gonna skip anybody. I don't have anything like actually open right now besides
What
this.
is that?
It's Mozart chocolate liqueur.
Oh my god! I
It
like the
looks like-
bottle.
Wait! No!
It's so cute, isn't it?
No! Wait! We can't move.
We can't move
Can you,
yet.
can you say the last word again, Wicked?
Liqueur, chocolate liqueur. Isn't that how you pronounce it when it's spelled with the E at the end? Liqueur. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's, okay, I agree with the Canadian, which is kind of horrifying.
It's more French. Liqueur.
Yeah,
I use it to make chocolate
It's not
martinis.
French. It's clearly English.
No, it's French.
It's a
liqueur.
chocolate liqueur. Yeah.
Liqueur. That's
It's
French,
not
isn't it?
French. Not no. I'm not French. There's nothing about me which is French.
Except for your name.
I will fight them in the beaches. I will fight them in the
I will
ocean.
fight them.
Now
Now you're taking after
Yeah.
Ian. You sound like Ian right now.
I will fight anyone.
No, well, of course he does. Like, he has to live next to the people that he hates. I at least have a bit of ocean between. I at least have a channel between me.
Gotta fix my hair.
Yeah, that's the way I am. I'm like, oh my god, if only I could flip my hair a bit more. Yeah. My hair is actually a lot longer than the clip that it was before.
I think we need a new upgraded version then at some point of hair flipping. And you need to teach Epic Mike.
No, my hair will get
able to this MegaCon.
No, because my hair will probably get shaved before the new year.
Aw, R.I.P.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I could keep it till MegaCon if you want.
No, Mrs. Nerdrotic will probably as well on
Oh
you. I
no,
know,
yeah, 100%. Like, I would get assaulted in like the most talented way possible.
like Edward Scissorhands, just like real quick, and then boom.
That is the weird thing, because it's like it's kind of like how put it in a very English way. There's a certain class.
Mike's making fun of me in the chat. I just saw that.
In England, everything is class based, and it's like I know that in like hairdressing terms, Gary's wife is like way above any hairdresser I would ever visit in the entire history of the universe. You've muted
I would
yourself.
never pay her. She's too expensive for me.
Well, exactly, yeah. Like, she is way out of my price range. Like, I would be the guy that's like 10 quid and like...
Am I my nails? I have nothing on my nails.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like you shouldn't be touching my common plebeian. Like, I am way too much of a plebeian for you to be working on. So it's like, yeah, I'll just hack it off with
let's
like
do the shots. I bet you mate took his shot like an hour ago.
I'm not gonna take this full thing. I'm gonna take.
I know, but you'll
sips.
No,
okay.
Nobody expects you to take like that much whiskey.
Come on, Disparu.
Cheers.
Well, I know I said I was going to get a glass because I've got whatever's left in this.
Okay, get your glass first.
If you actually want to see it, because people are actually paying for it, that's different.
Okay. He's gonna get a glass, and then guys, I'll catch up. I didn't want to skip anybody. I just saw that mate did that, and I want to make sure.
Well, wait. So, are we doing this? Are we doing $50 or what are we doing?
I mean, mate set the standard here, so I guess so.
Okay, so $50, and you have to say shot in it, or drink, or some version
and
of
you
that.
have to take one with that. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to if you want.
But it would be fun if you guys in chat took one with us.
Yes.
Get drunk with us. I should not have had those Vizzies if we were doing this, because that is
It's another reason why I'm glad I'm taking this. I mean, there's a decent amount of alcohol in this, but I just got a little Prosecco in this, so I won't be like, you know. My girl has seen me. She knows I'm a lightweight. She has seen it. She's seen it in real life.
I've seen it, and I'm a lightweight too. I loved the night that we went out for Italian food. That was
and when I came to Toronto, that was so. I'm still thinking about this. Was a different place, but the fig jam, that was so good.
Oh my god, that fig jam was so good.
You just eat it with a spoon.
We went to a place called, oh shoot, what was it called? I don't remember. It's just like an Italian chain restaurant. It's not the best, but it's pretty good.
Good for a chain, like not like Olive Garden, like an actual like nice fancy, like mid fancy
Olive Garden,
right? Like
above.
mid.
Yeah,
there's like fancy, and then a little below. And then
Let me see
Olive
if I
Garden's
can
under
find
that.
it. Let me see if I can find
It
it.
was downtown by the
It's across from the convention.
Yeah.
But there is one I used to go to all the time. I just have to find it. I don't remember the name of things. This is the problem. I need to drink less in order to remember stuff, but I also really
You
like
don't need to drink less. What is this, lies?
Back just in time.
Oh, Scatterbush Italian Kitchen and Bar.
What?
Scatterbush.
That's the place with the fig jam that she likes.
Ian's like,
we went to.
Why are we talking about fig jam? Like, wait,
this is
what?
good. All right, let's go. Get this shot ready, Disparu, so I can catch up on the poor super chats
I'm
an
like
hour
opening
ago.
a Christmas present right now because I don't have a glass which I would drink out of legally. Not legally. Like, anyone's going to stop me being disgusting.
No, Raider!
Oh my god! No!
What? I don't know what. I can't see what you're seeing.
Raider. Well, we're gonna get there in a moment. We'll get there.
Okay, so we've got. I don't even know what this is. Oh,
Guys, if I don't make it to art tomorrow, arts and crafts, you know why.
Oh no! Wait! This is actually really cool.
He didn't know what gift he got. I actually like it.
I genuinely had no idea. So this is Hawkstone Lager, which has to go over my face, which is really nice as it is. But the glass is also a Jeremy Clarkson Hawkstone Lager glass.
Ah,
Oh, really?
that's
Yeah.
I
cool.
love that. You know what?
I almost knocked it off my table immediately.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't break it.
Yeah, no, I literally almost smashed it immediately.
I want to go back to Diddley Squat Farm. Honestly, the food
this
there
is
was
one
so
of the-
good.
I wondered what this was. I just found it on the side. It's a bottle opener.
Cute. I love it.
Nice.
I do
All right.
genuinely need. You know what? I've been using like a nail clipper as a bottle opener, unironically, for ages.
A bottle
just-
opener that's a nail
Yeah,
clipper?
yeah. Oh no. Anyone. This is the thing. Anyone that thinks that I am not exactly how I look, you are wrong. 100%.
I'm just so confused by that statement, but sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
people will be.
And don't worry, guys. We're gonna catch up on super chats after this. I
Like,
always feel bad when
other
it's like an
people put on
hour.
airs and graces. I don't care about other people's opinions enough to put on airs and graces. Like,
Pour your shot.
Yep.
I
I'm
kinda woke
excited
up-
for this, guys.
I've
We
got-
haven't been all three of us drunk, I think, in a year.
My cute little Harley Quinn glass. I've had this for a very
well,
long
I
time.
think that's just because Wicked doesn't get drunk.
I get
That's
like
true.
a little tipsy, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
This room doesn't have the
It was
setup.
literally from one glass into another. If that's what you're on about.
That's okay. Just no.
Just
We'll
pour,
get there.
pour your drink out. It's fine.
What's
It's
happened?
fine.
What's
Ian,
happened?
Ian and Raider are being Ian Raider right now.
Yeah.
Now you have to remember, this is literally a glass meant for. This is meant for lager, all right.
Okay. Is that you're gonna take that whole
This
shot?
is a pint glass.
We are looking at the difference in us. I have like an actual shot glass. She's got a cup. He's got a pint.
Yeah. Look, no. Unironically, I opened this like this. I opened this today.
Oh.
No. Have you been just drinking all day?
No. I mean, I opened it. What was it? I didn't have to do D&D, so I played for like 2 hours before. I played like Escape from Tarkov. But I didn't drink that much. Most of this has been today. This is the thing, right? Nobody like I refilled this twice. Nobody knows how much I put in this. So
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
I'm
Well.
impressed.
Cheers. This one is for mate first.
I'm English.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Thank you, mate.
thank you,
It's just a sip because I can't drink a shot.
You've also got that much out of it, obviously.
Mmm.
Ooh,
Bullet tastes so good.
it tastes better with ice, but it's okay.
There's a reason why I was like, are we doing this like before we start? I don't think we were doing it halfway through. Well, an hour in.
And
You know
we're not
what? It's
gonna.
probably better because I'm going to be on the floor by the end of the stream.
I promise not
Well,
to.
I would have like set myself a pace.
Not gonna skip. We're gonna go back after these ones, but Raider for 103.
Jesus, Raider.
That's what I'm
That's why we
saying.
were like, what? Meanwhile,
Exactly. Now they
Ian-
set the drink
and-
rule. Look,
he
it's
also
not just
called
you,
out
Raider.
Ian, too, 'cause
I'm
he
the
knows.
same.
Ian So Forth and I are now setting. Now they set the drinking rules. Oh, okay. Hey, listen, you guys already did 50, but hey, hold on. I
Cheers,
gotta pour. I don't have a cup. I have to pour every shot.
We are very lucky that I only have about an hour of editing to do tomorrow.
Cheers.
Do you already quantify how long your editing is going to take?
Well, because I was doing the Doctor Christmas special, and so I wanted it out for today. But I missed the time, and it just reached the time where like, there's no way I'm going to make it for today. So I don't have like the end of it, and then checking it to make for mistakes and stuff.
And then
not
Ian
much
with
left.
100 pounds. Raider, bro. I know. I can't even with these rules on the fly.
Cheers. Thank you. Oh my God.
Ooh, okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
be-
Let me catch up on super
my
chats,
God.
guys.
Ooh.
Chocolate. It is. It looks like those Ferrero Rocher things. They're super cute. It's good, but it's
wait,
not.
wait, no.
What?
What did you just say?
The Ferrero Rocher? How do you pronounce it? That's how I pronounce it.
Rocher?
The Ferrero Rocher. How do you say it?
Rocher.
Okay, sorry. You know what? Don't
The
look at me like
Ferrero
that.
Rocher.
Rocher. The Esche. That's as the Australians would say.
I don't even know if that's correct. That is the correct way that everyone in England says it. I don't know if it's correct in like, oh my
don't
god, I'm
know.
so
In
French.
In America,
This-
besides
French,
with Wicked, it's Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, Ferrero Rocher is the way that everyone would say it. The thing is, that's what everyone grows up thinking they're posh, and then you like find out that like a big triangle
never
of them
thought
is
I
like
was
£5.
posh. I never thought I was posh.
Well, that's because you're American. Obviously, no one would provide you with anything posh anyway.
Hey, I had the Posh Spice Barbie
The
doll.
poshest thing you've ever had is like an AR-15 in your region.
Nah, I had Posh
You're
Spice.
like, wow, look at the engineering on that.
Diz the Jizzbot. I'm gonna catch up on Super Chat real quick because we're
Did
behind.
you just call him the Jizz Bomb?
The Jizz. He used to be the Jizzbot. That's why I said it, because he used to be Diz the Jizzbot is what he used to have his name. So I can't. That's what I see every time. Anyways, thank you for the 5. Disparu, when a problem comes along, you must zip it. Zip it good.
Zip it real good. I opened up the window and I zipped in my pants.
What?
That's a song. No, there you go. X-Ray knows the song, but I wasn't going to just say the song in case no one got it.
Lonely Island, such a good song.
Now, have you ever seen Let Me Take a Dick Pic?
What?
There's a song.
I believe it's like a electric song, right? Like a
dun 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 dun. Yeah. It's done to the tune of "Let Me Take a Selfie."
Yeah. Because I was thinking about selfie.
Oh please, please, look, we may get demonetized, but it is so good. It is so good.
Wicked, just listen to it with your mic off, and
yes. We'll just go off your facial reactions.
Okay, hold on.
Watched Mr. Hands for the first time.
Wait. I will find it and
then put it in the private chat.
No, I'll share the screen and I'll go through the static shots.
Oh no.
Well, it's entirely YouTube legal because it's on YouTube.
Russell Hall for 5. Why is it a selling point to watch a chick suddenly bite down on a clearly impaled
phallic object?
How
what the hell is wrong with people?
Look,
wait, when did this happen? Who did that?
We were watching
exactly.
The
it is
chocolate.
disgusting, right?
Flakes.
Every guy,
the flakes,
every guy has been through the experience with an inexperienced person where they had to shout the word teeth. It's probably the most horrific experience a man's ever had. Nobody wants to shout the word teeth.
Wait. Every man? If someone has experienced it, I want to see it in the chat. But
if you've not experienced it, you've basically been with slags. I'm not. It's true. It's true. How do you learn any skill? Via experience. And so you're always gonna make mistakes. And making mistakes isn't bad. Except if you don't make those mistakes, then it doesn't mean that people know what you are.
I'm like shooketh right now.
I don't care whether you're shooketh. It's true.
Chat. Oh my god. Oh,
in fact, the question that both of you should be asking right now, if no one has ever gone teeth to you, then what was happening at the time?
Grabther, don't listen to this conversation.
No, it is true. It is true that both of you should be aware that if no man has ever gone teeth, then
I am neither confirming or denying anything.
I was going to say there must either you were like what's it called? I can't remember the name. Well, like an autistic person that's just amazing at something. Not savant. A savant? Is that what it is? There's a word for someone who's just like innately amazing at something. I think it might be savant, something like that.
I thought that was.
It's a phenomenon where someone demonstrates exceptional aptitude in one domain. I am pissed off my face and yet still amazing. Yes, you were either savant or you're more experienced and you were lying.
Well, you'll have to ask Mark or some of my exes because I'm not saying anything.
I I'm not commenting because any comment I make will be deemed awful. So
The
Nine,
racist girl.
nine, nine, nine.
That's
not
so
because it's
true.
racist. No, not because it's racist.
Because it's racist.
No.
I like how it goes to race.
Like,
right
yeah,
away.
it's got to be many things, but it's not going to be racist.
Slosher, thank you for the Canadian too.
That was an incredibly loud swallow.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to mute when I swallow now.
I was going to say,
now
yeah.
she's gonna be
You-
self-conscious.
Like, you
Every
need to
time
be
she takes a
careful who you
sip.
swallow around. That's what I'm going to say. Like, yeah.
Well, apparently, all you people in the Saucy chat know how I swallow now.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've all seen it. They've all heard it multiple times.
Damn.
Oh, the Herbal Essences shampoo commercials. Do you remember those? Because I do.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
she's
and
got the
Axe
urge.
commercials.
No,
Yes.
not Axe.
they different?
It says Herbal Essences. This is different.
Yeah. The girl was freaking out, like
Yeah, the Herbal Essences shampoo is her in a shower going, oh my God, it's so amazing. Like, literally, it's like shampoo. Like,
Yeah, no. I remember
calm
those.
down,
Those
love.
are insane
Calm
commercials to
down, love.
watch.
she's like flicking her hair. It's like, hey, if the shampoo does that, I'll give you the money myself.
yes,
Wow,
Slosher, we
Ian,
remember them.
things we
I
don't
know,
need to know.
I love how Wicked is like, oh my God, no, I'm not going to comment on this because I don't know what I'm going to say. Like you've not been in the stream for the past year.
Has it been a year? Wow. No, I'm
Yes,
kidding.
it's been over a year. We had our anniversary, Wicked.
I know. He's like, are you that
You
retarded? We know you
disgusting
say-
peasant. Like, you're like, oh my God, I know whether they're going to be around for a year or not.
I mean, after this stream, I don't know if this channel will survive.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we didn't get to
This
one of
is
the
far from
topics
the
we
worst
wanted.
we've been. I remember the
Oh, yeah.
previous episodes. I
I'm still
remember
learning.
last year. I was way worse last year than I was this year.
Yeah, you're
Were you
comfortable.
really,
You're
though?
you're comfortable
Yes.
now.
You know what? We
Yes,
fought less
no,
this
I
year
am
than
because
last year.
I have not used a single word which is against YouTube TOS in any sense or shape or form.
It's true.
Disprove
He
has
knows.
himself under control now, guys.
He sure
Exactly.
does.
Mhm.
Whereas
Nate-
Wicked, who can't control herself at all.
I can't. I'm sorry.
She's like, wow, I just see someone's like brat first. I'm like,
What?
I've
Was
been
that-
playing Escape from
Is that
Tarkov. They have a
brat
Christmas
word?
event
Oh,
where they
okay.
have I've been playing Escape from Tarkov. They have a
We're
Christmas
like,
event where they have
what?
sausages as one of the event awards. Look, everything in my life is related to things I've otherwise done. Like, that's the way it works.
May, thank you for the 5. Merry
People can
Christmas
keep
and have a
up or they
saucy
can
New
go off.
Year.
Happy,
Thank you.
Merry, Saucy.
Happy.
I'm really disappointed because this and glasses are empty now, so I have to go off the clear one.
Hold
Fill it
on.
up.
We have more. Hold on.
It's
Russell
already
for
like that.
2. Tang pie was a popular dessert in the 60s. Giggity.
I don't know what that is. Is that
It's
still
Russell,
referring to
so
Minge?
who knows?
You don't know what
Vi-
giggity means?
No, the
No,
tang pie.
the Tang pie. Never
you have
heard
to
of
put the
that.
shout. I saw giggity.
Oh, tang pie is what he said. And it was popular in the 60s.
You
And
don't know what
Ian,
pie is relating
no,
to?
no,
talking
it's
about-
it could be real or it could be
Sexual.
I mean,
It's
if
Russell,
someone
you don't
mentions
know.
pie
That's what
in this
that's the
stream, what do you
point.
expect? They're
Ian,
like,
thank
oh
you-
no, what I really want is your opinion on mince pies. Should they have sugar in or not? That's
What is
really
a
what the
mince
chat.
pie?
Is
I
it
don't
like a meat
understand.
pie? Is a mince pie like a meat pie?
There was some kind of someone came over here. Was like, I was really disappointed with mince pies because they don't have meat in them. Meat in them.
What are they?
What?
I thought they were meat. What's a mince pie?
Is it like a magpie?
I'm asking a question. Don't get frustrated with me.
No,
You see what
we're
I have to put up with, chat?
American, okay?
This is the kind of
crew-
low IQ, inept conversation I have to put up with. Like, at one point,
Oh,
on the
it's
one hand, we're like, I
pie.
thought it was a meat pie, when my entire point was, I can't believe she thought it was a meat pie. No. Mince pies over here are like sugary, filled with fruit.
Dried
They're-
fruit and
they're
spices.
basically
I
like,
just looked it up.
they're like, yeah.
Hmm?
Your description of mince pies hurt me to my very soul.
I
can't
Can I
Googled
do
it.
just get a pumpkin pie
Yeah,
instead?
you
please and
googling it
thank
hurt
you?
me to my very soul. Like your
Well, you
description of whatever it was.
Just Google
Like
it.
no,
It's
you've got puff, you've got pastry,
Let her Google.
then you've got little sugary fruit bits inside. Like this is
It's
a
so
traditional thing
nice.
that goes back centuries. And
You
you're
know
like, no, we're
what?
Americans.
No
We throw
British
tea in the
person-
ocean. That's what we do. We
No
absolutely
British person
despise
means
tradition. If you
mince
actually try and
pie.
put mince pies on us, we'll revolt. We'll just start scalping you and shooting you. And it's...
Can you just make me a mince pie? Can you bring one over when you come
Can I
to
make-
Yeah,
Megaton?
bring one. to
Unironically,
Florida.
when I was in college, I did make mince pies.
Then make
Make
me
a mince pie.
please.
You don't want me to make you a mince pie, but I did make
Why?
mince pies when I was in
Oh.
college. Now our college is we have college and university. I think you just have university. I don't
We
know.
have both in Canada. I don't know about the States. They
Yeah, I was
call
going
it
off the American. I was going off the American version. I just
Oh.
assume you're all the
They
same.
call it college and community
You're like
college
the
or something,
51st
right?
state anyway, so I just assume you're like part of the.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We're more.
Hey,
British
look,
than
if
we
Trump
are
has anything to
American,
do
I
with it,
think.
you will be. So you know.
Um,
And let's face it, why shouldn't you be?
Ian, thank you for another 50. This brew put in the private chat equals this brew. You don't need to say that live.
Absolutely
No,
true.
unironically, I think whatever I said, put it in the private chat was something she'd already said live, and so like I was like, just chat didn't need you to hear you say that rather than anything else. I think it was X-Ray like that said it.
She
I
did.
can't remember.
Oh, when I said be right back.
No.
No, it was
She said you could put it in the private chat, something that you were looking up, I think.
no. I think it was you controlling her account in the chat. I'm like, you could just put it in the private chat. No one will need to know.
That's what I said.
Something like
I put it in the wrong chat by accident. My bad.
Yeah, but whatever it was like I was more like you should keep it private because no one cares. That was more the thing than you have leaked something that people wouldn't want to know. I'm like, nobody gives a
Joe the Uber Geek for £2. This brew, the Yorkie ads, not for girls. We're king.
Oh my god, the Yorkie ads were amazing. Like,
Just got
if
so
you want to
excited.
sell a chocolate bar, just go feminists. Look, I know you've ruled the rules for 150 years. Can't buy this though. We're never going to sell it to you. We don't want to sell it to you. This is just for men. And then it like took off. Like, this is literally, they use the inverse advertising when we're like, well, you can't say I can't buy a Yorkie bar. I'm going to buy a Yorkie bar then. Like, that is the marketing that needs to happen. Yorkie literally was just a chocolate bar. It had like peanuts and raisins in it. But it wasn't anything special. But you tell women that they can't buy a Yorkie bar full of peanuts and raisins, they will buy it in their droves.
In droves.
No, that was literally their campaign. You can't buy this. Like, well, there's no law against it. No one's going to stop you.
Russell Hall for 5. If you ask a British chick out and she says she loves you like a brother, that means you're 100% in there. It's like a Welsh chick saying, "Bah." What does that mean?
I have
What does
no
that
idea.
mean?
Is she-
I
is
should
she a
let this
sheep?
brew read
What
this
he
one.
means by that is the entirety of the UK is inbred, not just Norfolk.
Oh, they're like Alabama.
The funny thing is, like, I've said this joke to multiple people because it's just like it's a Jimmy Carr joke that I just reuse. And every single country has their own region, which they all claim is inbred. In America, it's Alabama. Over here, it's Norfolk. In
Cool
Scotland, it's
gamer.
like everywhere.
Thank you for becoming a member.
Saucy.
Sweet.
Sweet. And Mountain Mutt for $4.99. Gary bought Jay a pizza once. Jay pooped lava for 3 days.
Ew.
Jay isn't prepared for the life that Gary has led.
So prepared.
Like, Gary has
I've heard
led a
about this
life
pizza though. I don't think
that
I'm prepared
most
either.
people on Earth would not be able to follow. He's like the guy, you know, when you're like playing a real-time strategy game and like, I'm gonna make one guy, this explorer, that just wanders off into the wilds. And if he survives, I will know that path is safe. But if he doesn't, Gary is that guy that got sent out into the wilderness. And then he was like, well, what happens to that guy? And, you know, the time when I realized that Gary's life was really wild, a more wild life than anyone else has ever led, is when it's a Gundam, when you have stories that I've never had in my life. Like,
Yeah,
when it's-
Gundam is wild too.
when it's a Gundam is telling Gary that you have stories that I've never even imagined, you're like, yeah, Okay. He's
Like-
probably Gary is probably the extremity of human experience without actually just ending up in prison and dying. Like
You can
he's
end
got
up
as
in
far as we
prison.
can go.
But that's the thing is like when you live in extreme and you've experienced that and then you come back from that, it's just like, wow. I still hear stories from the missus and him that I'm like, holy crap. I don't ever really feel innocent, but around them I feel innocent.
Now that's
Like because I don't do much. Like my experiences are vastly different from theirs.
that's interesting because I've never heard stories from this neurotic. I've only heard Gary's
yeah.
stories. But his stories were enough to make me think, oh, I'm never doing that. Like whatever your bounds are, they are way past anything mine. But I think I've said before, and I'm anytime happy to say it again. I don't have respect for basically drug addicts, alcoholics, or anything else like that. I don't have respect for alcoholics or like addictions in general. I think that is basically just you have things which you find more important than you enjoy living. What I do have respect for is people like Gary, where they've been that far and they've turned their life around. And the fact that you've managed to be that far and you've turned your life around and also made something of yourself,
Flourishing.
I think that's useful both for addicts who are like, I don't need to be like this. I'm at the lowest point I've ever been. I can improve myself. But also people in general. It's like, well, you're also less than me. Because I'm not American where I think everyone's equal. I do think there's a hierarchy. And I think addicts are basically the lowest part of the hierarchy. So you have been lower than me, but then you also improved yourself to a point that's above me. And that is aspirational. And so I think there is a benefit in both. And I think that's respectful in both. That you manage to be down here and you manage to go up here is useful to every single person involved.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
It doesn't like it being I still see people on Twitter like, oh my god, you used to do this. It's like, I don't even know if that's true. But I also don't care if it's true. Because you used to be here, you're now up here. And that is good for everybody. Everybody should know that no matter where you are in that line, you can also be up here if only you have the skill and the talent and you work at it. And so I like, and like I say, like the amount of times I've been around Gary, he's always struck me as someone who's incredibly hard to piss off, which is why I was surprised by his story about the time where he almost got shot. Like, at no point have I ever felt in any way even this, like, what is
No, I agree with you.
I wasn't looking for someone to take over it. It's more like in that situation, he'd have to come across as aggressive. But in the entire time I've met him, he'd never come across like that in the first place.
Because
It's
he's
like
never been put in situations that he needs to be aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, it was a certain specific setup which led to that situation, which deserved that situation. And so he's very it's not respectful, but it's almost like it's almost like reciprocal. I will act in the way the situation deserves. I think that's just a very good way to be as a person.
Oh, you're equal to what the situation provides.
No, it's not gay feelings. It's
No, I meant the aggression. The aggression, I mean.
No, Ian said it.
No. Yeah, Ian said gay feelings. There is one of the problems that you have with masculinity is it does involve defining and talking about areas of the world which do involve, like I say, I'm drunk at the moment. It does involve.
He's never admitted it.
Yeah,
that he's drunk. Oh yes, I swear.
It does involve talking about areas of the world which do involve areas that you probably shouldn't be in. Like you shouldn't at all times be the person that's willing to take a fight. You shouldn't at all times be the person that's willing to just walk up to people and confront them. But there are also times where that is necessary, and it's necessary for society. And the ability to turn that on and off is a prestigious and necessary part of humanity which is required for life. It is required for humanity as a whole. And that is only ever going to be taken up by men. And so the teaching men specifically when they should turn that on and when they should turn that off is a good thing for society. Is kind of where I'm going.
Okay, got it.
And
Sorry,
Wicked,
I wasn't laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat.
I can tell by the way Wicked said that she has absolutely she can't.
Wicked is like, on to the
Wicked
next
does not
super chat.
appreciate what I've just said, but I hope that there is somebody that does appreciate what I just said because
We
it is
appreciate
true
it.
and you should be. Part of what I've been on the last year is literally understanding that people do not. And that's fine. People have different roles. But it is important that despite people having different roles, people don't need to understand everything. And it doesn't make less importance of what was said before.
I think I'm too drunk to understand that last sentence now. God dang it.
You're also, when I said Wicked, I also included you. I just
There
didn't
you
say your
go.
name.
The chat is going crazy for you, Disprue. They love you. You're a
No,
rock star.
I don't read the chat during the streams.
I know. I know. I pull up the good stuff.
Well, I
try
assume
to.
you will. But I think that one of the main problems of entertainment is that we are literally sinking female and male entertainment into one group, and they're not one group. Men need to be taught, and they do need to be taught different things than women. Women need to be taught one thing about how to behave. Men need to be taught one thing about how to behave. And Gary's life may not be exemplary of how you should behave in life, but it is exemplary in how you should recover from making mistakes in life.
I got what you were saying. Not to stay on this topic too long, but I've talked about it before that I went to.
I've done that for you, Wicked. Don't worry.
No, I'm just saying I went to. I was gonna get a degree in substance abuse, like be a substance abuse.
I think I've
counselor,
accidentally
but-
just cheered myself.
Did you just cheers yourself?
Well, I had a glass and another glass that was next to a bottle and another bottle, and I kind of cheersed them, and they went ching.
Sorry,
They
Wicked,
basically
I'm
went,
using
"I'm
your
so wrong,"
account
on
to
the
say
road.
hi to people.
I'm so confused because X-Ray's typing in like our StreamYards and my name comes up and I'm like, what? When did I say hi? Hi, Jay. Disprue.
Hello, drunk. I missed Drunk 3PO streams on Saturday.
He streamed today. Did you miss
Aw.
it? Were you sleeping?
I was sleeping today, actually, but
I'm glad you woke up in time for the stream.
Drunk 3PO went many weeks without streaming. Or at least YouTube recommended me to stream.
Oh.
Aww.
Okay, well, let me catch up on Super Chat. Sorry, guys. Market Reality, thank you for
Been
the
playing
10.
a lot from Escape from Tarkov. I'm just going to talk over Wicked.
It's like every
she'll pick
stream.
up. It's fine. She's a professional.
I
A
am.
professional woman.
Guys, it's been an hour and 45 minutes and we haven't gotten to the topic, first topic.
Hey,
Yeah,
look, I
we'll
haven't even
get
got to
there.
talk about whoa, that was weird. I was going to
you
say
okay?
Doctor Who,
Is
and
your
I
mind
almost went
working
the
too
doc,
fast?
and then I'm like, no, that's an entirely different topic.
It's been 3 years, and the EU can't open an ammunition factory to support the Ukrainians. Americans need better chemical-free food, but Europeans need testicles. Oh, geez, Mark.
Oh my god.
Dang.
I would say, why should they?
Malty, thank you for being a member for 17 months. Do y'all have resolutions for the new year yet? And why are they all about keeping fresher desk milk? This brew has not shown his desk milk in a while.
Yeah,
think
have we
he has it
shamed you out
anymore.
of drinking desk milk?
No, there's a couple of reasons. The first thing is, I don't know if anyone noticed about what's just happened, but Wicked was the consummate professional during that. Like, I responded to a chat, and she didn't understand what it meant, and just continued. Straight on to the next chat. She's like, I don't care what the response was. I'm going to the next one. As for why I've not consumed desk milk in a while, partly because I've just not bought milk, partly because I read an article in the UK where they are feeding chemicals to cows to stop them producing so much carbon in their farts. I'm literally not joking. So, Arla, which is, if you ever saw me drinking a carton, that was Arla carton. They fed a chemical to cows to stop them farting as much carbon. And I'm like, no,
You're ruining my milk. I don't want it.
I'm not drinking it.
He's on a milk strike.
And so I don't know what's safe at this point, which is one. It's not the entire reason, but it is a contributory.
Are you
reason.
okay?
I'm drunk enough that I realize I'm drunk. I'm not drunk enough to realize I can't continue.
Oh.
That's what she
No.
said.
She has never said that, and we both know it.
Harold Kami, thank you for the £5.
Oh, come on! No! At no point has X-Ray Girl ever gone, hang on, mate. I think you're too drunk. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. At no point! I am not having that.
No. It would only be if you had like I learned this term this year. Whiskey pee-pee. Whiskey dick.
Yeah,
Apparently
but that
that
means
makes you
he's
less
physically incapable.
Yes, I guess we're not doing
Well, that's
it
an
tonight.
entirely different thing. That's an entirely different thing of Mark going, no, I need to do it. And you're like, no, Mark, no. I need to make sure that you can consent until tomorrow before we do. No, that never happened between you and Mark at no point.
Oh my
Scottish
god.
phrase for a man performing oral before personal shaving became popular. What? I don't remember what this topic was on. It was 40 minutes ago.
Before personal shaving, I'm like a
Thanks for
growler ready to comment. I'm assuming.
Oh, you guys are talking about that. Okay. Well, Shik74, thank you for the
strangest thing
199.
is
Happy New Year,
I've
Wicked
heard a
X-Ray
lot of
and
things-
Discrew. Yell over him.
I've heard a lot of things came into
Thank
like
you.
common parlance during like the World Wars, because at that point we were like the staging area for Europe. So we had a lot of Americans over here that brought kind of their culture and their kind of stuff over here. So you ended up of course the like French or the remainder of the French army came back over here. You ended up with things like the French kiss, and people are like, why would the English use the word the French kiss before the French ended up in England? That'd be a bit weird. So there are definite developments of terminology during that time. And I just don't know whether they've gone over through America and Canada or not. And I know X-Ray Girl. I could probably ask X-Ray Girl and she'd be like, yeah. Wicked would probably just mute her camera.
You can mute the camera?
What?
But
Here,
yeah, it means
is this muting the camera?
It means you just cut the camera.
Is this muting the camera?
Yes.
Like, so Wicked, if I asked, if we asked, do Americans know what a French kiss is?
Everyone knows what a French kiss is.
Okay, but how did it come about?
I don't know. I don't. I assumed it came
actually
from
have
the
no
French.
idea how it came about. Is it because
Well,
they're
yes,
trying to
obviously it came from the French.
Well,
Why
there you
do you
go.
think that Americans would learn about the French
and they're
kiss?
like
The
Oh,
French
okay.
came over. I just look up and see X-ray. Ooh.
is that how Frenching started when they were trying to fish the cheese out of the teeth?
Oh, ew.
Well, no, from what I've heard, it's because
Oh.
everyone was in France, and so all of the English and the American soldiers were in France, and then they met the French women.
World War One. That's what Dan says in the chat.
Well, yeah, you had all these countries that were in France, and they were like, hang on, we've never done that before.
Oh.
And so they take it back home, and they're like, hang on, you need to be like the French women, thank you very much.
Well,
It's probably the only useful thing the English have ever learned from the French. And even then, it was something the women learned, so, you know, does that even count? Like, oh my god, ours are more inadequate than yours. That's particularly.
Jason Webster,
At
thank you
this
for
point,
the
I'm literally
5.
trying to get X-ray. Not X-ray. I'm literally trying to get Wicked to mute her camera. I'm like, how far can I go before Wicked mutes her camera?
Should we play a game, Disbrew? Who can get Wicked to mute her camera?
Oh, that would. Oh.
That'd be a fun
Oh,
game.
that would be fun.
Yes.
But you know, the thing is, you know Wicked way better than I do. That's not.
I'm a little drunk right now, so I can't like function as well as I usually do.
No, but that I thought you were gonna say, oh my god, who can make us mute our camera first? But no, making Wicked mute the camera was even way more fun.
Sorry.
Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Favorite films of 2024: Exhuma, Uprising. Did it? How do you say no? No.
Nosferatu?
You know?
Oh wait,
Nosferatu?
this is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be
No, it sounds right.
No.
You just don't know how to say it. It's okay.
I was gonna say I'm At this point, I'm way off my face. I can spell lost.
Nosferatu is how it's spelled, isn't it?
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
it just looked weird. Hijack 1971, Dune Part 2, The Substance, Don't Buy the Seller, Mission Cross, and The Beekeeper. I haven't seen any of those. We're gonna get on to our favorites at some point.
No. Pull that back up.
What?
Pull that back up.
Hold on, I gotta find it again. I unstarted.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a minute.
I'm assuming Mission meant Mission Impossible, but The Beekeeper? The
I've not
Beekeeper
watched
was
it.
amazing. Like Jason Statham. Absolutely
Yeah, I didn't see that. I heard
Ja-
it was good. I didn't see it though.
If you
So
like
bad.
Jason Statham movies, you'd like that movie. That's just one of the things. There was a big section of that movie which was just pathetic. Anything with the police was just kind of the B plot.
Yeah, it's way
don't-
too far behind. I can't re-highlight it.
It's
We're
fine.
behind.
If you can't find it, I can do it by now. We just tick these boxes, we shove it in a side plot, off we go. But the actual Jason Statham plot was a really solid action movie. It just had a whole extra side plot which didn't need to be said.
Nothing French. 1066 Disparu. Is that a movie? Thank you for the Canadian too.
The thing about English history is we have
Runeword Gaming.
so
Did I say that
many
right?
dates, which I know. 66, the Battle of Hastings. There we go. Between the Norman-French army of William Duke of Normandy and the English under the Anglo-Saxon. What I would say for anyone who's like, oh my god, did any of the French actually beat the English? Where do you think the borders are now?
What?
I was going to say, like, if you think that the English at any point beat the French during all of history, there was a time during the Google takeover of the internet where if you searched French victories, it came back with French defeats. And then they joined the EU, where they were basically dominated by Germany, and like,
Oh.
I don't remember.
I never heard
history,
this
to be
room make that
honest.
noise
I'm really
before.
bad with history.
I'm rather concerned that you two seem to be having a conversation between yourself that I can't see.
No, we're not. I'm not even talking. I'm not typing or nothing. What with our
Both-
eyes? Are we
well,
having
because both of you were typing and I can't see them.
I'm not typing. Russell Hollifer 5. So how drunk were the two of you exactly when Extra Girls saw it in real life, like playfully experimenting drunk, or we were at a fancy dinner with other people? So it wasn't anything gross.
Yeah, but did you playfully experiment? I think that was the question.
No.
No.
Sorry, Chad.
Well, I
Sorry
mean,
to
that's just
disappoint.
disappointing. Like, you could have at least lied. Jesus.
I think in Toronto, we didn't.
Be
Did I
like,
sleep
wow,
over?
I mean,
Did I sleep over?
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
well,
remember.
yeah, I mean, we at
dude,
least had
I
one
did.
hotel room between us.
No. I slept over in Toronto. It
Was like, yeah, she rented a house.
I was thinking
stayed in it.
of Orlando. See, I mixed up. We've seen each other a lot this year.
Yes.
I forgot.
We
Jason
love
Webster.
nothing better than a fish course.
Ew, disprove.
Don't ooh
No.
me. There's nothing ooh about salmon.
Well, I'm not really a salmon fan.
It depends on how you make it, because you can make it extra fishy, and the older the salmon, the worse it is. So you had to get it fresh as possible.
I agree.
And the right
That's-
seasonings make a
Oh,
difference.
I wouldn't season it, but it has to be as fresh as possible.
Absolutely. No, wait, what? You just cook your salmon without anything?
Look, seasoning is something that inferior cultures need. It's like, oh my god, we need to get
Yes,
steak.
Lulu, look at Disparu.
I have seen. Do you know who Tim the Tap? Do you know who Tim the Tapman is?
I've heard of him.
Okay, so he's like one of the biggest game streamers. He has described steak as simply a what was it? It was like a delivery mechanism for sauce. Like, no. That's such an American point of view. That meat is a delivery mechanism for other things. Steak is tasty in itself. You don't need the sauce. I will take salt, pepper, that's it. Anything else, you're inferior
On
to me morally.
steak? I feel like
Yeah.
soy sauce is really nice on steak with a little bit of garlic.
I mean, you're Asian, I'll let you go away with
I'm
that.
good with
Thank you.
I wouldn't let Wicked get away with that.
Well, I wouldn't put soy
What
sauce
about
on steak. It's not my
Italian
thing.
sauce?
Well, exactly, because you're not
Italian-
Asian. Like that's part of her culture. I'm like, well, okay, you do different things. Fair enough.
I think salt and pepper is good enough for, especially for like beef, ground beef or steak. But I will never
anything
say no
Sorry,
to.
you can't
really.
put ground
It's like a
beef and
very
steak in
basic
the same
seasoning.
category.
I'm saying for beef. They're both beef. They're both red meat. I'm sorry. They're both red meat.
No, this
Red
is
meat.
This is like saying the rubber on the end of a pencil is the same as a car tire. Like, so no, they're entirely different things.
Okay. Well, Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Used to have
You can't argue with
over
Wicked,
this.
you see. She controls the stream. She's basically like God.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's off.
I try. Used to have a mustache like Count Orlok in Nostrafru. I thought it was like I could have sworn it was.
Nosferatu.
I thought it was. I might be thinking of something else. That's why I got confused by the spelling. 2024. I shaved back a bit because I got tired of being called. I looked like a 70s porn star.
It's true.
And,
they all have mustaches. Nobody knows why.
Raider.
Although
Gosh.
I do think that has something to do with the term growler.
We
It's like, well,
technically
you know.
owe 2 more shots and a third shot
do.
with this.
We do. Raider for another 5163. Thank you. Ian Soforth, maybe I'm wrong, but it is a 51 shot. Wouldn't 100 be 2 shots? Yes. Okay, fine.
If
3.
anyone by this point thinks that I'm
We owe
not drunk
3.
enough to have fulfilled that
3.
requirement already,
Oh,
then
yeah, just for definitely felt like this. He's just going. Me.
Ugh, that is, whew, it's like hitting me all at once.
That's why I'm going with something lighter because I can't.
Did you hear me
I'll
swallow
shot,
that
though.
time?
No.
no,
Okay,
it
good.
was earlier. I want to assure people that I am literally at the point where I should not be drinking anymore.
He doesn't need to take another shot. We'll just do it
'cause he's
for him,
gonna start
okay?
Fighting, and then Disprue and I are gonna fight, and I'm so ready for this fight.
Here, one more. Cheers, X-ray.
I
Another
only
sip.
fight.
Take
I
another
only
sip.
fight with people that are wrong, and you've not said anything that's like that wrong yet.
Yet. I'm like, okay, so this room that I'm in right now, literally across from me is the bed, and it looks so freaking inviting, and I just want to lay in bed, but I'm not gonna
She
do it
wants to go
because
lay down.
I would have to turn this setup around. Well, also I wouldn't have my camera on because also that's weird. And I just be streaming from bed. It's very
I
tempting.
mean, you say that's weird. That's basically Twitch now.
But I'm not a Twitch thought.
Mm-mm. Russell Hall for 2. The teeth problem is more
Wait, what?
common.
Are we
I said
still fighting
no.
just now? Are we still
Oh, I'm like,
fighting
I
just
said no.
No. What I problem with was when if you go,
Hmm.
if you say I'm not a Twitch thought, it implies I'm just a thought, not a Twitch thought.
Oh yeah, I'm just a thought. Okay, you're right. Thank you.
I am white. That's true.
I am a thought for, like one person. So it's fine.
There you
That's
go.
not true.
Why? Because Kara, Lady Gravemaster, me. Is that
Okay,
where you're
I'm
going with
not
it?
thought
No, because she does feet pictures.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you want to see my feetsies, go. How I look at it is it's free in real life. A lot of people have seen it in real life, especially when you go to Texas. It's
Look,
wild.
Texas.
Or
I am a judgmental man in 2 halves in the fact that I'm like, well, if I was on the other side of the aisle, I would 100% be an.
Hey, we talked about this before. It's very easy. Like the ability to make that money. Like the girl who had sex with 100 people in one day. Disgusting, by the way. But like,
gross.
if you pulled a stunt like that and could make
Like
like
stirring mac and cheese.
$100 million, would you do it?
No.
I think I might actually die.
To do
Actually
100
die.
guys in one day? And
Yeah,
the
I think
girl
I might
wants to do
actually die.
1,000 guys now. She wants to do 1,000.
Yeah, but she's like designed for it, and like it feels like a different question when it's to me. I'm like, well, that's not even designed for one.
She needs parents.
I don't know. I
needs
personally
parents.
couldn't even do like 2 in one day.
No,
Like,
no,
I can't imagine doing
Wicked,
100.
Wicked. Her mom is apparently her accountant.
That is wild.
Where's her
Well,
dad?
what makes it-
Okay,
what
her
makes
dad
it-
left. Her dad must have left. She needs her dad.
She went for
I
Siggy's.
would imagine. But what
She
makes
went for
it
Siggy's
what
and
makes it
desk
most
milk.
wild is that her mom is monetarily incentivized to agree.
So she's just trying to be like Kris Jenner at this point. Okay.
Well,
Um.
yeah, but you know what the
Is-
most interesting thing about that entire topic was? It was like, okay, so when you say 100 or like 1,000, you're like, oh, like, okay, so now we've agreed that there is a limit. like 1,000 is a limit, or 100 in a day is a limit. But now we've agreed that there is some kind of limit that you should be doing. What is it? Now we've agreed there is a point where it's disgusting
that
and filthy
ew?
and wrong.
Saying she needs a father
That's-
figure.
At some
The
point.
chat's taking it wrong, of course, always.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
finish.
no. Wicked. One thing you have to remember on stream is that there's a lag, there's various different things, and people take things. I wouldn't take things too personally.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I didn't mean
Because
it in a bad way.
I didn't take it as if you were supporting it, so I don't think chat would have done either. Not that I'm trying to, you know.
I'm ruining this.
Go ahead. Speak for chat. I'm like, no, but
he's like, I speak for the masses.
Like, if anyone was going to take it the wrong way, it probably would have been me, and so I doubt chat would have either.
You would have giggled and said
but
something.
what I'm saying is, as long as we've decided there is some kind of point where it is disgusting, what is it?
I think more than 2 a day would be like more than 1 a day. Sorry, would be disgusting.
Okay, so 365 in a year. That's fine.
No.
Oh, like a different guy a day. Also,
I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Well,
so I
that's
don't
what
hurt
you just said.
anyone's
That's why I
feelings,
think-
but
Oh, hi. That's
This
true. That's
is
true.
what I mean. Yeah. Because my point is actually very easy. My point is, like, I don't even believe in divorce, right? Like, obviously, I believe in divorce is possible because legally you can do it. But I think once you've gone, and I'm not even. This is why I'm even more contradictory, because I'm not even religious. But once you've gone before, like, a church and gone till death do me part, I consider that kind of oath to be unbreakable. And so it doesn't even really matter what you do afterwards. There is no such thing as divorce because you've gone before God, which I don't even believe in, to say that this is it. But once you've made that term, that's it. And so I'm like, oh. Like, the issue is, most of the people that were disgusted by the thing, I actually don't know why they were disgusted. I know why I'm disgusted. I know why I wouldn't like it. I just don't know why most people would.
I think the most gross part for me is the idea that like 100 dudes like jizzed in her wherever it is in her body and like mixing all of that and like not checking STDs and just, you know, like 5-minute limits. Like that just seems so well, I mean, it is transactional. And that's not how I would view sex.
They were all tested. This is kind of my point. They were all tested. So she knew from that point of view. But you're like, well, okay, 100 guys in 24 hours, that's too much. What about 100 guys in 2 weeks?
No.
A month?
No.
100 a year?
No.
So it's the 100 guys then?
I feel like when I view sex, it's not just a physical thing. It has to be like an emotional bond as well. But maybe
well, what if she was emotionally bonded to 100 guys in a month?
No, that's so
okay. Yeah, so it's 100
impossible.
guys then. This is kind of my point. It was.
Do you know how hard it is to date even just one person? It's very hard.
No, but. I bet it was the good ones anyway.
Oh my god, just for real. That's not what I meant. Like to be emotionally invested in one specific person, you need to put enough time towards them in order to get to that point to even want to have sex.
That's exactly my point. That's a great point. That for me, like one of the best points I heard was that if a guy got trapped in a room and he was told to get out of this room, he had to shag like 1,000 people, 1,000 women. It would mean nothing to him. It wouldn't even affect him. Like, he would get out of that room and it wouldn't damage him mentally at all. You do that to a woman, it's the end of her world. And it is... People love to act as if... That's true. Yeah, we have absolutely discussed this. She's like, there's no way.
I don't know if it was one of us. Specifically, we did it. Thanks, Disbrew.
It's fine. I'll high-five the camera. But that's kind of what this showed me was that there is a line for people. Everyone innately knows that this is wrong, but they can't really define why. They've never thought about why, and they can't define the lines of why. And they don't know why they think it's bad. It's just that they know it is. And to me, it's like, well, 10 guys in a day, 5 guys in a day. Like, how many is it? And it's like, I think it's worth thinking about those boundaries, because I think most people overstep those boundaries without thinking about them, and then damage them basically the rest of their life. Because from an evolutionary standpoint, what she went through was essentially her village lost, her men got destroyed, and another village came in and they took her, and all the men went through it.
Just like
in that town.
railed her.
It
or
was
whatever.
literally, her men were so weak she got conquered by a superior people. And that
Came
gives
back
you
to
an
the
evolutionary
game and took
advantage
her.
to learn to
What are
like.
you guys talking about?
No, but
Well,
it's
yeah,
so
no, that
true.
gives her an evolutionary advantage to like the new guys, because
Sorry, I
they
gotta
were
get more
superior
water.
men than the men she was with. And so evolutionary wise, survival of the fittest, it gives a reason. And I think evolutionary psychology gives a reason why all this stuff exists. I just don't think most people's personal morality actually explains it. They know they hate it, but they can't tell you why. Which is why I'm interested in them saying why.
Well, and then the thing is, it was her choice to do it. So men are, if we want to talk about it, they are not as choosy. But if a woman isn't as choosy, it also means that they're not the father of the babies. Blah 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 blah. So
Yes.
in a sense, that is maybe evolutionary perspective wise is why they
Yes.
don't think that is an attractive quality in a woman.
Yeah,
hey.
but that is why men are disgusted with her. But
Mm,
none of
not
this
all men.
explains why it's good for her to want it.
But hey, you
And-
do what you want. That's up
No,
to you.
no,
That's your
no,
body.
no. That is the point that I entirely disagree with. I am not pro you do whatever you want.
Tell
And
her what to
I
do.
actually think this is, and I don't want, I'm going to talk for entire nation. I don't think it, but I do think this is the difference between English and American culture. That American culture is pro freedom, whereas English culture is pro doing what you should do. We are way more susceptible to doing what you should do rather than you want to do. And so you want to bang 5 million chicks, that's fine. But what you should do is probably settle down with kids. And I think England is way more societally, without the recent changes, it is way more societally forced down the path of what you should do. And so for me, I'm like, just because you want to bang 5 million women doesn't mean you should do it.
Wise words from Disparu. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
And that's
Very,
that's
very
the thing
good.
about women is that you can bang quite a few men if you want.
Or you can bang
Don't do it.
a literally infinite amount. The question is, and this has always been the point, why shouldn't you? And I think this is what missing from society. Why? Like, everybody agreed that what she did was why. From a female perspective, why shouldn't she do it? And that's what I think none of the commentary commented on.
Well, and that's the thing is like most of the commentary are men that I see at least prominently in the space. But like for
you
me,
know why though?
because that's their,
No, it's
realm.
because all the women took your attitude that, well, she can do whatever she wants. She shouldn't be judged.
No, she can do what she wants. But for me, I will comment on my perspective, which is it is too complicated to deal with even more than one person at a time.
That is okay. So at least then maybe we can agree on the point that that is definitely a difference between our perspective. That you will only comment on what you think is good for you. I will judge anybody. Like
and I'll put my
I am literally
perspective
if you do
whatsoever
an
on it.
action, I will judge you as I expect to be judged. Whereas you're like, no, everyone should be able to do whatever they want. Like,
And that's the thing about freedom. You can do what you want. You can you
not
want.
from my perspective.
I mean, that's up to you what you want to do with your body. And the thing that I find hilarious at this point is that she had in that documentary. Did you watch the documentary, Disparu?
Yeah.
I feel like you might have.
I saw the video that the guy made on her. If
Yeah,
that's what you mean by the documentary.
Her reaction after she had the train on
tears.
her, she was in tears. And that's the thing is like she cannot she just went through 100 guys banging her and they didn't treat her in any special way. And as a woman, that is something that you want as well that comes with the sex. If that doesn't come with sex, there is an emotional bond that's going to screw with you.
Yes.
And the crazy part is, even though she went through that, she is still choosing to go through with 1,000 men, which is wild to me. It's like you didn't learn your lesson at 100. You're a lost cause. And
Yeah.
that is at least my judgment on it. You can still do what you want. I will still comment on it.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, she's making it public too for the clout. So it's like
I was
you're not
with you
getting
all
any.
until the end.
I know.
Yeah, Hoki's making a
it was
point. She wants
literally-
money. That's all it is.
I like everybody. There is like societal benefits. Everyone knows there's different judgments, and I'm not the guy which thinks that men and women should be judged the same. That doesn't make any sense to me. Men and women are different. They've evolved differently. Obviously, they have different rules because they're different people. I'm not a hypocrisy person. But when you're in tears after you've done something, it's clearly damaging. Like you clearly didn't enjoy it. And
so then her going to do it again is like
it's
times
wild.
10.
But
yeah, but it just seems to me that somebody shouldn't be allowed. Like when everybody agrees that this is so horrific, you've done something so horrific, not for you, but for society in general, and you're crying about it. You shouldn't be allowed to do it again.
But the thing is, like, she is so broken. This is what I was equating it to, at least on Poor Choices, is there are so many women, and maybe men as well, but you hear more about women that are in
I think men can literally
relationship.
sleep with an infinite amount of people who would never affect them. I don't think men are. I don't think men are literally built the same as women.
I'm talking about abusive relationships. They go back willingly to a situation that is not positive for them, and they do it again and again and again because her thing is her sexual promiscuity is linked to money, and the money is giving her the dopamine, which is not going to be long-term happiness. So she is confusing those signals and doing it again because she wants the clout, she wants the money, and all of that comes with it. Because there are other OF girls that don't do as much as she does and makes way more. But she's trying to get clout right now, and this is the way to do it.
That's an interesting perspective. I can understand people in challenging situations doing desperate things to get like noticed or to get like money in general. I do kind of think that there's a level of money where it kind of doesn't matter anymore. I think this is actually well documented where you can make a certain amount of money per year where the amount that you make afterwards doesn't really affect your living conditions. You can save more. You can save more for the future. You can invest more, whatever. But it doesn't actually change your lifestyle as it is. And I imagine that's similar to her.
Probably. We'll never fully know it, but I think in like 5 to 10 years, she may end up like that girl Nala and like religious and trying to warn people about stuff. I don't know.
I have many opinions about that. I don't know whether you even want to go into it.
It's fine. We'll just leave it there because we'll leave it to one OF girl at this rate.
Yeah, right.
That is
Justin Martin's Drink Up Ladies, you two X-Ray girl.
What?
It's okay. Disparu should probably drink some water.
Yeah, I've already.
You can finish that and then take a break.
One of my issues in college, well, I say college, American college, English university, was like when people are like, oh, do you have drinking rules? I'm like, oh, I drink anyway. I don't really need your rules to drink.
I don't know. I mean, me and X-Ray girl probably can't answer that. I'm assuming you mean Zip, like something about Mary where he accidentally.
A Zip would definitely be worse, but
it sounds like it'd be very painful. Like,
well, this is the thing, but I thought if you're so stupid that you don't know it's down there and you zip it up anyway, that's kind of your fault.
He's like, you're that dumb.
I think that's definitely like that. Like a zip is 100% worse, but it's also justice for you just being a stupid idiot in the first place. Like there is no reason that should ever be hanging out there when you zip it up. Like, how do you even forget that kind of thing? It's literally poking out of you.
What Bob Dylan pick? You mean Robin Williams? I have Robin Williams up here. So that caught my eye. I'm like, what? Also, I think me and X-Ray owe Ian one more shot because he did the.
No, I drank 4 shots at that. 3 shots.
Oh, you took it. Okay, I do then. All right, Ian. I owe you another one. My chocolate.
Can you show us the front of that bottle?
That's a big water bottle.
So cool.
It's so
Well,
nice.
No, this
I
is
like
only
it.
a liter and a half.
Oh, I know, but the way you're like,
No, it actually looks way worse if I drink it towards the camera because of the lens distortion. It actually looks way worse.
Anyways, let me catch up on super chats, and then we're going to talk about this whole Elon Musk stuff with X that's going on. Schick74 for $1.99. Please call Danky. This needs documentation. Oh gosh, I'm scared of what he would do. Disparu would probably just be a Disparu stream. BS Warren for $1.99. Did you guys see the trailer for Baby Girl? No, I didn't even hear about
Could
that.
we watch it? We get it.
Probably. I don't know what it is. We'll have to look it up. Duppy Rider for 2. Disparu, at this point, are you squiffy or
Pissed.
yes? He answered it right away. Old Renaissance Boomer for 5. We got much from The French Connection. Wait, that was an American movie. We got jokes.
Oh,
Wait, those
The French
are
Connection was
usually about
trash.
them. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I don't know if you probably didn't have this, presumably. But we had an entire brand of clothing called FCUK. Which, I mean, you can put the words together, well, the letters, rather. FCUK. I'm like, oh, that's edgy. Maybe in 1998.
That's
mate,
edgy.
Jesus. That's what it was. No, when I was going to college, we were like, oh, French Connection, it says FCUK on the front of your t-shirt. Don't you want to be people forget or don't appreciate how kind of reserved English culture was. To the point where wearing a t-shirt with FCUK written on it got a guy banned from a courtroom.
Oh, sorry. Baby Girl was that one that you got completely disgusted in.
I don't know Baby Girl.
No. It was the one with Nicole Kidman. With Nicole Kidman. No, I'm sorry, but I just was going back to that. It's the one with Nicole Kidman where she's like hooking up with her younger, I don't know what he is to her because I don't know the movie. I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, she's like an old lady having an affair with a younger man. It's like some 50 Shades of Grey looking. It's face.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
I was like, sorry, just I put it in our group chat like a few weeks ago, and you were like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still
that's what that was. I know.
No, I'm like,
So,
well,
yeah.
why? It's like, oh, you can get with a 40-year-old. And?
Russell Hall for 2. She'll never go through with banging 1,000 guys. I hope not.
That's true. No, that she will
I
never
hope
get.
not. That's
simply through the laws of reality. She won't get through 1,000.
I'm not following the story really. I heard a little bit about it. I have no idea what her name is. I have no idea what she looks like, and I don't care. But
Okay,
I feel
say,
it's just
what is
it's awful what she's doing. And
what? How many hours do you think the most amount you can work in a day? 16.
I'm sure people do more than that, but I mean, if you're going to be
Well, not this kind of work. 16 hours.
Not this kind of work.
In minutes. Okay, so that's 960 minutes. So even if she had 1 minute each per person, perfectly switched out, so that the moment a minute ended, there was another guy inside it instantaneously, which will never happen. She still couldn't equal 1,000 in a day. If she worked 60,
Lily? Still?
Yeah, no, because somebody super chatted that she won't hit 1,000 or she won't do 1,000.
She says she's gonna hit 1,000, but even if she worked 16 hours a day and did it 1 minute each, she still wouldn't hit 1,000.
Yeah.
The laws of time mean that's not possible. It's literally just a PR stunt.
You want to read this one, Disparu, from Russell?
Russell Hall for $2. Some of us have tougher time tucking it away. Well,
why are you tucking it away, Russell?
Exactly. It's because he's ashamed of how small it is. What? He's the guy that came for me. It's like, oh, do you want to read this one? It's like, well,
Russell,
you're trying to insult me. Oh, maybe you should try and insult the English person. Yeah, that'll be a good idea. Cheers. He's only spent his entire life literally specifically insulting the French. Not as if he'll have any practice.
Before we move on to the first topic, which is the only topic we really plan on covering today,
I can't
anyways.
believe Wicker's let us got this far without one topic.
The Elon Musk stuff. We're going to talk about our favorite show this year and our favorite movie. For me, I'll go first. My favorite show was The Penguin, hands like that. Literally, It was so good.
Absolutely blew me away because, like, I never would have thought a Penguin spin-off of the Batman movie was going to be ever good. No, I mean, I love Colin Farrell, okay? I loved him in SWAT. He was so freaking good. And I knew he was a good actor, but like to see him in this role, which was vastly different from a lot of the roles I've seen him in previously before, it's like
you
so
forget
impressive.
that it's him. He gets so engrossed in the role. He looks like all that makeup, obviously, too, but like his acting as well. It's just like you forget. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's Colin Farrell. Like halfway through the show, like I kind of forgot that it was him in a good way. I hope season 2 is well done, but if it's not, we still got season 1. And for me, it'll just end after season 1. Then if season 2 gets weird, but if they're smart, they will keep the same formula. But we've seen Hollywood, and a lot of times they're not very smart.
Yeah, they screw the pooch. Well, you know what? I will say this. Most Hollywood does screw up around episode 3. They did not do that with this. You know?
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Well, sometimes... No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, this was like a show, like I thought Hot D was going to be the show that was going to be the top. But
Yeah.
I wasn't as excited to watch this week to week as... I wasn't excited to watch Hot D week to week as the Penguin.
Yeah, House of the Dragon was supposed to be great, but because of the writer's strike and they had all these cutbacks with money and everything, we were supposed to get that war, a big water war, right? I think is what it was, like with Ed. That's going to be next season, and we're not going to get next season for like 2 years. And granted, people are still going to like it when it comes out, but it's like the excitement is definitely gonna, because they're gonna watch it when it comes out, but people are gonna kind of forget about it. It's 2 years. When House of the Dragon does come out, everyone's gonna watch it again. But it was really disappointing because I wasn't expecting to like the first season as much as I did of House of the Dragon. So I was like surprised. I was like, wow, this is really good. I didn't think it was gonna be great. And then second season, I was like, yes. So that's why I'm afraid to get excited for second season of the Penguin, because I loved the first one so much. And it's like, are they gonna keep it up?
Well, it depends on where they go with the story. And I think the thing that was bothering me the most about the Penguin was like Batman's involvement. And then, you end up getting it in the end. You're like, yes. But what saved second season of Hot D was the dragons and seeing some of the dragon fights, and it's not even the fights, the interaction with the dragons was like epic proportions for me.
Now, for me, it's very different. It's a case of, with Hot D, didn't care about it at all. Watched the first season, thought it was vastly overrated. Kind of just left out of it. But I expected that because Game of Thrones to me was never this amazing series in the first place. I was never that into Game of Thrones. I've always seen it as kind of faux politics. I never found it that interesting in the first place. There was some series I liked, some that I didn't, but I never liked it overall as a whole. Whereas the Penguin, I liked all of it. And I've never seen the Batman, so I don't see him as tied to the Batman at all.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, because it was the things, the trailer put me off the movie. So the whole, you're just a rich man who spends money. I'm like, I don't care about this movie. Combined with Robin Pattinson going, I don't need to work out as a Batman, was just like, that's enough for me to, I don't care about this. I'm not going to make a video on it, so I don't need to watch it. So I went into the Penguin completely fresh, didn't know the universe at all. Liked the Penguin as a character, I can't remember her name, I liked her as a character as well.
See, Mike makes a good point. That's why Penguin being so good was surprising to everybody, because you didn't expect that. It's like we all kind of watched it just to see what it was going to be, and then we're like, wait a minute, this is Sopranos and Gotham. This is amazing. It was just so well done.
There was nothing about I think, is it Robin Pattinson is the name? There was
Batman,
nothing about him or whoever was Catwoman that made me want to watch the movie. I saw the trailers. I'm like, it wasn't like it was on FNT at the time, so I needed to watch it for the week or anything, so I could skip whatever movie I wanted, and that was a movie I just didn't care about because of the people that were in it. Whereas the Penguin, I got to judge on its own merits without knowing anything else or being tied to any kind of universe.
You don't need to, like, you don't need to watch the Batman for the Penguin. Like, there's parts of it, but it stands on its own.
It's a standalone show, but
it was for me. I got to judge him on his own performance, and I love the Penguin. It was great. But I do think there's a difference between the Penguin and like Hot D, where Hot D is and I always thought Game of Thrones was the same thing. It's faux politics. It's faux intellectualism. It strikes me as a guy trying to imitate people. Like, I always thought George R. R. Martin is a guy who is. I always thought George R. R. Martin is a guy who's trying to imitate his betters. He is trying to. He's watched something that he likes. He's read something that he likes, and he's trying to imitate it in his own writing, and he can't. So I was never that impressed. Like, I was never impressed by the show. And so Hot D, it didn't mean anything to me. But The Penguin was genuinely good content, with genuinely good writing and genuinely good characters on their own merit. And so, for me, I'd be quite disappointed if this is tied back by... Because we've all seen, like, the Batman 2 is delayed.
Yeah.
If that affects this, I'd be really disappointed.
I'll be disappointed about that, too. So I keep going, but I have something I'll bring up on that, actually, and then we'll continue with our favorites. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know how to go ahead when you've said that you're going to take over the...
Yeah, no, so James Gunn says the only reason for the Batman 2 delay is that there isn't a full script yet. Matt is committed to making the best film he possibly can, and no one can accurately guess how long the script will take to write.
I'm not a James Gunn fan either.
That is sad that it's going to delay the movie this much, because it just means that they had no direction.
Do you think that he's rewriting because of how well the Penguin did, and they're trying to put more Penguin scenes in the movie now or something?
I don't think that should take a delay of a year.
No, it shouldn't, but I'm just wondering if that could be why.
I think you should be able to rewrite that in a week. I think I think Hollywood is spoiled in their time and their money and their talent and the people that are allowed to be in there that they shouldn't be in there. If you wanted to put in more Penguin scenes, you should be able to rewrite that in a week. Easily.
If only Matt Reeves had some kind of source material for Batman, you know, to help him with his writing.
There's source material?
Yeah, who'd have thought? I don't know. I'm just a girl on the internet. What do I know?
I've tried to look for it. I don't know whether I retweeted it today or not. There was a thing with him about wine. He was talking about how the script wasn't finished and stuff. Doesn't matter. Because I'm only interested in Penguin anyway. I don't care whether Penguin... I don't think... At first, I was very much in the camp of the Penguin needs the Batman. By the end of the series, I don't think the Penguin needs the Batman. What I think the Penguin needs is ties to the Batman universe. And that can come not just from the Batman, but from the Batman villains.
Yeah.
And so you could have other people from the Batman universe in that universe that he's also fighting or that are villains for him to defeat. And as long as you get one or the other, I'm fine. I don't need Robin. I don't care about Robin Pattinson anyway, the sparkly vampire necrophiliac. I don't really care.
Mike makes a really good point.
That is what the entire thing is. It is one girl's indecision between bestiality.
I'm not
and
into
dead
Twilight,
people.
but I think Disroot's hitting it spot on. Mike, if you don't have a script yet, then you have no plan. He literally said next film will have Bruce not wanting to be Batman. That's not Batman. Bruce would rather be Batman, not Bruce. That's true, because for Batman, Bruce is the mask. Batman is him. Bruce is the actual mask for him. That's how.
I don't even care about that.
That's how it's supposed to be. I'm just saying. So Mike has that point is very, I don't know. I don't think people that don't care for, like, you want people to take on these movies and these comics that love it and want to do it justice, not people that just want to grab money or make their own version. No, stick to the source material. Of course, you could change something a little bit if it's going to make the story more interesting, dive deeper into a story, sure. But if you're just going to completely change it up and make it lame, just leave it alone. Put it down. Give it to somebody that's going to do a good job.
I'm not a pro IP leave it alone kind of person. I think all of these IPs, I still want a good adaptation of The Wheel of Time. I still want a good adaptation of Mistborn. Just because they've been done badly so far doesn't mean that I think they can't be done properly in the future. I just want them done properly. My issue with the superhero stuff is I am a complete normie in it, and I know I am. Most of the stuff I comes from like animation stuff that I liked as a kid, which just so happens that those are the ones that people liked in the first place. So what I know about Batman is what people liked, which is more of a coincidence than anything else. I don't know. I'm simultaneously in the point of I don't think you should change things that people loved, but there will be comics that people didn't love that you probably can change. The issue is that nobody trusts you anymore. And I think that's your biggest issue. If people trusted James Gunn to make the correct decision, even if he wanted to change the source material, people would trust him and go, fair enough. I'll wait and see.
Crazy part is like people trust Tom Cruise, but Mission Impossible didn't do really well. Part 1.
Yep. Yeah, but that's because the last Mission Impossible wasn't very good. And Mission Impossible 2 wasn't very good. But the other ones were. And so you've earned, over that number of, like, that length of a series, you've earned people to be like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And also his other movies, like even, what was it? I think in America it was called Live, Die, Repeat, whatever. Here it's called The Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
I love that.
That is a great movie.
Oh, that is a very good movie. I watched that like late, and I'm sitting there like upset with myself for waiting so long.
Like we're getting a second one to that apparently. I am really looking forward to that. Yeah, it was part of a deal that he did with whoever he's made a deal with at the moment to make that second movie.
Yeah,
but I feel like he's earned the benefit of the doubt. I don't think a lot of the people have. Like James Gunn. Like, what have you made?
So, I think on James Gunn, I know it's very kind of like 50-50. I'm in the boat where I think that, I don't know, because with Superman lately, like, it's hard to get him right, okay? But
is it?
So I watched Creature I shouldn't say it's hard, but it's hard for Hollywood to get him right. Okay, but on the topic of James Gunn, I'm not finished with it yet, so maybe it gets bad, but I'm actually watching, well, because it's not all out yet, but Creature Commandos on HBO Max. I don't know if anyone in the chat is watching it. I've actually been enjoying it because the one thing that James Gunn can do that I'm caught up. It comes out every Thursday, I think. So yeah, I'm caught up. So something that he can do is he takes side characters that we don't normally care about and he makes them interesting sometimes. Right now, what we're getting for Creature Commandos, I wish we could have gotten that for a Suicide Squad, where he takes these people and he dives deeper into their, not too like to where it's like dragged on, but he dives into their backstories. Like right now, I'm interested in the Bride, who's supposed to be a take on the Bride of Frankenstein. Her story was very interesting in the show to me, and I'm like,
I've never seen her being an interesting character. So
no, it's he gives her a mild backstory. Like so what they're doing, like with this show, what they're doing is they're taking all the, I don't know all these characters. I didn't even know the Bride was a character in DC. So I learned.
No, nor did I. I've heard of the Bride of Frankenstein, but I never knew she was a DC character.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think it's like the same. Like, I mean, it is the same one, but like loosely, it looks like her and everything. But but it's
it's an old enough IP. It's not copyrighted.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they have an episode where they dive into her creation and what she went through, and like she was, been alive for like 100 years. And they take all of them, the weasel. And he does a good job with it. And I feel like they might have played with the idea of making this live action, because if you look at the way like James Gunn films certain live action scenes like Guardians and stuff, you can see that, and it's like maybe that's just a style completely, which is fine. He's got a style, but it seems like they could have possibly made a good live action out of this, and it would have been better than Suicide Squad. Because what we didn't get with Suicide Squad was a proper deep dive into the characters. I think
live action is always better than animation. I think you'll always.
Yeah, we might get a live action Creature Commandos. Who knows? But I mean, I will say where I am at with James Gunn taking on the DC universe is I'm kind of like in the middle, where if it's really good, like if the Superman movie is great, I'll be like, that's awesome. I want it to be good. But if it's bad, I'm not going to be super surprised because my hopes aren't very high for it. But I want it to be good. So we'll see.
It's interesting what you say about Creature Commandos. Is like, because I don't even know the character. But with any of the superhero stuff, I'm kind of ignore me. Some of the stuff I know from kind of cultural osmosis, what I've seen when I was a kid. Like I watched the X-Men animations as a kid. I watched Spider-Man animations as a kid. But I don't know. Like it's all so long ago, and I just watched them for fun, not to remember. And so I don't know any of the deep lore or any of this stuff severely. I never bought comics as a kid. This is what it kind of surprised me when I hear like Az was really into comics. Like, I don't even know how I could have been. I don't know. There's no comic shops near me in the UK. So it's always struck me as more of an American cultural institution than a British one. So I think he would have actually gone out of his way to find the people that sold the comics, which is always kind of impressed me more than anything else. But yeah, it's not that James Gunn like I hate Guardians of the Galaxy. I like that movie. I hated
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy 2 is why I never saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well, 3
Um,
was better than 2, if that helps at all. I was
I
like
hated 2.
hesitant. I think they could have done so much better. They got Kurt Russell. I love Kurt Russell. He's a great actor, and they totally wasted him on that film. But 3 was better. 1, the best one out of all of them. But then 3, I would say 1, 3, and then 2. For the Guardians movies. But yeah, that's the point, like where you can take, someone in the chat said obscure characters. That's a better way to describe what I was trying to say. He can take obscure comic book characters and make them interesting. Like, would we normally be interested in like the raccoon? No, he made him like cool. He wrote him well.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
Sassy.
So I'm not like totally sticking up for James Gunn. I think he's a weirdo in real life, but I will say that I want to see what he does first. I'm seeing Creature Commandos. I'm liking it so far. And we'll see what he does with Superman. I don't know. I can't, I'm not going to judge it based on what we've seen so far. I know there's people that loved the trailer, people that hated the trailer. I got to see more. I want to, not more trailers. I want to actually see the movie, and then I'll say my piece on it.
I think we need more trailers, but
he's like, no
more trailers to comment.
Yeah, because
on.
I don't feel like that trailer told me anything. I think that trailer showed me very few milliseconds of the characters who you got in the film, but I know nothing about the film. I don't know the arc. I don't know the characters. I am not somebody that agrees with like Mauler and Gary about we just want an emotion to go into the movie. No, it's like no. I'd actually like to know the start of the movie. Like, where is Superman? What's he doing? Who's he fighting? I don't think that's unreasonable for a trailer. Like, who's he saving? Like, you can set up the movie. You can show the intro. Yeah, you don't need to show the. I also agree that the entire movie shouldn't be shown, but you should tell me the intro to the movie. So I should know the start of the hero's problem, which would be who's the guy saving them? Why is it important to him? Who's in danger? Why is that important to him? What's the problem that the person is facing? And then maybe like. And then you move into flashes of like the future that you don't really know what's going on. I think that's an interesting kind of, this is the problem, but you don't know how he's going to fix it, rather than nothing, or we show you the entire movie. Like Terminator 2 probably went too far when it revealed that the actual liquid Terminator... No, when it revealed that Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't the Terminator, that's probably a problem. Because that would have been a great reveal.
I love X-Ray's tipsy smile that she gets after she's had a couple. She looks like a mom putting her baby to bed.
Does that make me the baby?
Camera off now.
Yes. Oh, no, it's cute.
No.
Nisperu said, "Does that make me the baby?" He said, "Does that make me the baby?" Nisperu's the baby.
I was the one talking and like, she's putting her baby to bed.
We got.
You want me to put you to bed?
Get the desk milk.
Do I have to start sawing a leg off?
Pardon? No.
I said, do I have to start sawing a leg off?
One of the more prominent stories I could think of. So, Cody, Camelot, he got so drunk one night, so I had to like guide him to bed, and I was like,
"No,
do you want a bag to like puke in?" And he's like, "I'm fine." I'm like, "Are you sure?" Like,
I'm sure we can handle it.
And I had to help him with take his shoes off, and then I was just like, "Okay, you're fine. You can be in bed now," because shoes in bed is disgusting. Shoes in a house also disgusting, but I won't go there because there's probably a lot of white people here who walk around in their house with shoes. But anyways.
I'm waiting. Oh my God, you can't put your shoes on. No, you have to put them behind the rice curtain.
Shoes in their house all day, every day. And I think that is so disgusting, but like, hey, to each their own. But anyways, so I
wear socks, but for that, I'd have to start showing my feet.
Yes, this was at Content House.
Never do that for free.
And yeah, I just want to make sure he got so drunk that first night, so but he went. Anyways, I'm gonna get off cam.
There's absolutely no way that you can tell a story about Camelot where it'd be like, oh my
God,
what
was your guys' favorite show of the year?
TV show was definitely Penguin.
Because I've got an entire list.
Yeah. Well, what was your favorite?
Penguin.
Or one of your favorites. X-Rays is Penguin. What about you? This was a favorite show
I'll have
this
to bring
year.
up the Notepad is frozen, apparently.
Thank you, Tex, for
Oh,
gifting a membership. I was gifted one. I'm gifting it forward. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Potato Squad. He's got to look up his list.
Well, oh no.
Did you lose
No,
it?
Notepad didn't bring up my previous things. It just brought up a blank notepad.
Oh no.
I actually don't know a way around that.
Are you okay? Do I need to get back on cam for this?
Well, no, I was hoping that I could bring up that. No, I tweeted it out.
There you
Somebody
go.
said, "Can you post my list?" And I tweeted the entire list.
Oh, he's got a whole
Spelling
list.
mistakes
Like,
and
pick
all
one show.
at
He's got a whole
people.
list.
So now I have to find the list on.
Tulsa King was also good, and so was Hysteria with Bruce Campbell.
I
Yeah,
haven't
have to
watched
go
Tulsa
through my
King, and I heard
replies.
Landman was really good too.
I haven't seen that one.
I've not seen Landman or anything like that.
Love, Death, and Robots was really good too.
So this is the point. I had an issue where it's like when people are like your best show of the year. Do you mean the best show you watched this year?
Your favorite? Like, what was your favorite this year?
My favorite that I've watched would be Hunter x Hunter because of the Ant-Man arc. I think it's some of the best television I've ever seen. It's not as good as Alice in Borderland. That is.
Oh my god, that's peak entertainment though.
Alice in Borderland is my peak. But Hunter x Hunter, I have an issue with a lot of shows are like, you should care about these characters. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't though.
Whereas Hunter x Hunter would be like, these are the villains. And then even at the end, it was like, we're going to show you characters you've never seen before who were villains, and we're going to make you care about them. And the fact that you can make me care about those characters in 2 episodes or 1 episode, it really says a lot about your storytelling that you can entirely flip the script on these people in 1 episode. In like 20 minutes. From, I've seen you, but I despise you, to suddenly I'm supposed to care about you, and be upset that you're dead, or whatever it was. That was why Hunter x Hunter wins it for me. I also enjoyed The Beekeeper as an episode, as a movie. Solo Leveling, Dark Matter, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine was just a fun episode. Dark Matter, I think, is good from the perspective of, this is how you should make TV series. Because it showed you multiple dimensions, and so you could reuse the same sets. It was incredibly cheap, and yet good for a streaming TV series. And so, it's more like, this is what you'd used to make, and I think you should make more of it. Same with Carry On. Carry On is a movie that you would have every single week 15 years ago. But it's really good today. And I think you should get back to that kind of thing. The 8 Show. The 8 Show is interesting because it starts really good. Shows you a lot about humanity. Discusses a lot about human interaction and psychology. Last episode is truly awful. It's one of the worst episodes of television I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the series is really good. So make your own mind up. Kaiju number 8. Great anime.
I love that show.
Mm-hmm. Really good all round, but it's an anime, and I still have a bit of an issue giving anime number 1 spot or higher than all the things. Hunter x Hunter really was a exception rather than the rule. Jong Song Creature season 2, just a good series. You should watch it. Sweet Home season 2, again, just a good series. Bad Boys Ride and Die is on my list.
I still have to watch it. I'm so mad that I haven't watched it yet. I heard it was good.
It's a big but. Yes. It's fun.
Just fun.
It takes the piss out of things like the slap. It's not amazing, but it is a fun popcorn flick. And at this point, I will just take a fun popcorn flick over
absolutely
everything I want to make.
And so my favorite movie this year is probably not anything that you guys would guess. You probably would think I would say Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a fun movie. It's up there. The Wild Robot. This was one of the cutest movies I've ever seen. It was very wholesome, but the story was just extremely well done. I wasn't expecting to like it this much. I watched it when I was at home with my mom in New York, and we just loved it. It was very cute. Extra, I think you'll love it. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it.
Is it a kids show?
No, it's a movie. I would consider it a
kids
family.
movie?
I would consider it a family movie. I watched it with my mom. And we both really liked it. The story was it was a good story. I liked it. It hits you in the feels in a good way. So that's this was my favorite movie this year.
That looks cute though.
It's very cute. You should watch it. What was your favorite movie of the year, X-Ray?
Ooh, I think I need to pull up my list that I made.
Yeah, see, Mangu said Steph raved about Wild Robot. It was really good.
I
enjoyed
loved
it.
Wicked.
I still haven't seen that.
Not,
I love you too. I'm just kidding.
That's not a huge for most people. Movies that I liked were Wicked, Dune Part 2, Deadpool, and Wolverine. I also really enjoyed.
I got that way later than I should have done. With like,
I enjoyed Fall Guy and Bad Boys. I haven't watched Sonic, so I can't comment on that.
I know. I'm gonna see it next week, so I'll comment eventually on Saucy about it. I'm excited to see it. Keanu Reeves' Shadow, yes, please. I can't wait. What about you, Disper? What was your favorite?
Well, this is why I'm like, it depends on the classification. If it's watched this year, Hunter x Hunter.
Is that a movie? No,
well,
like
Hunter x Hunter is an anime, but it's got multiple series, and I specifically like the latest season. If you want release this year, I would struggle. I would probably go for Penguin over everything else. And it is tough because I really like The Beekeeper, Solo Leveling, The 8 Show, Deadpool and Wolverine. Ministry for Ungentlemanly Warfare is kind of like, I like half of it, but then you got the B script, which I don't like. Carry On, very similar. Everything else, except kind of Solo Leveling, Penguin, had like a side story that I didn't like. It was like, and it felt like we're making this that we want to make, but we've got a side story of diversity that we're gonna shove in all the tick boxes to, but we want to make this. And Hunter x Hunter didn't have that, and Solo Leveling. So it would probably be a choice between those two. But both of those are anime, so movie would be, because the movie would be between Beekeeper, Deadpool, and Wolverine, or Ungentlemanly Warfare. I'd probably go Beekeeper, just because of the sucker for action movies.
Yeah, for me, Deadpool and Wolverine is definitely up there. But if I had to pick one, I'm like, you know what? Wild Robot came out of nowhere for me, like as just being we don't get that many wholesome movies anymore. And I want more of that. No message pushing, just entertainment and a good story.
Yep. Like, I say like a message, like a vague message of happiness and family and friends, or something like that.
It's got a good message.
Something else
I don't want to give anything away, so I'm not going to say anything. But it's worth a watch.
Something else I watched this year was Jujutsu Kaisen. That was really good. I also watched Chainsaw Man. That was really good. And Chainsaw Man, if you want how easy it is to do the hero's journey as a story, Chainsaw Man just wanted food and to just touch boobs. And that was it.
So simple.
That was entire arc. Like, I will save the world because boobs exist in the world and I want to touch them. And I'm like Hollywood struggles so much.
Like, relate to that. Like, touch boobs? You know how much of a struggle that was for like high school boys? Even young adults?
Well, I mean, it's not even that, especially like today, where you have people, they go out of high school and suddenly like everyone they know is like they're in 28-year-olds because they've got cars and houses and everything else. But I can understand that why that would be a challenge. And I think what Hollywood doesn't do anymore is they are completely out of touch with the audience that they're making television. And
because their thoughts are the audience is me.
Yes.
So I want to make something for me.
Yes.
And then it's lost in translation and they don't understand why, but they think the world revolves around them, which it
or at
doesn't.
Least should be them. Yeah.
Yes. And it's a sad realization when you find out and I found this out in university, you're just a freaking number. People don't care about you.
Yeah.
People don't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
Live with it. It's fine. Like a huge thing, and I don't mean to demean anyone's death, but when a death happens in the family, you'll get like the 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a day to 2 days of sympathy. But after that,
Yes.
you know, not
No,
everyone's going to
I know
think
completely.
about
Yeah. What one of my favorite insults is actually when you die, no one will cry. And because it really hits people. But actually, no, it's true for most people. When you go, the world just continues. But a lot of people
Absolutely.
have main character syndrome and think they're so.
Oh, we
important.
talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah. And so being told they're not important really hits home to them, which is why it makes a good insult, even though it's actually just reality.
I've always said that, like, when you say something to someone, like, that's if it's not true, some people just get offended and mad at everything. But if you're logical, we'll say, if someone came up to you and was like to X-ray or just rude, like, oh, you're disgusting, you're a whore, and you know you're not, so you just be like, okay, and just like you don't even give it a second thought. But if somebody is one and you call them that, they get really mad.
Yes.
This Rue's like, I'm not a whore. Oh, thank
No,
you.
no. You know what I meant is,
but that's just an example. You know what I mean?
I know insults. I've always known how to push people's buttons, and that has worked in my favor.
I believe you.
And it has worked in my negative. And it is something that I've learned to
Mike.
I have had to learn how to control, because and there was something I read like a while ago, and I actually don't believe that like Asperger's is a thing. But one of the things that has been said about that is that people that are classified within that kind of classification are better at analyzing behavior because they had to analyze it in order to understand it in the first place, because they don't get it naturally. And I've never felt like I got human behavior naturally. I find people fit into groups, and that's how I've always seen things. I've always seen people fit into boxes, and I can predict how you will behave based on the type of character that you are. And I can describe the kind of characters that people are. And so it is a case of I've always known what buttons to push for people because I know what they value. And if you know what they value, you know how to annoy them. And that wouldn't be true if people were all individuals, because they wouldn't be that predictable. But people are incredibly predictable. Like, if you ever done search engine optimization, if you've ever done any kind of advertising on the internet, you will know cost per mile. And you can literally advertise an advertisement to millions of people. And you will know after 10,000 impressions the exact click-through rate that you will get. And if you show that to 10,000 people or 1 million people, you will have the exact same click-through rate. And you learn very quickly that people love to think they're unique and special and individual.
Absolutely.
And actually, they're all the same. On average, people behave on average, and you can rely on that. And you can rely on that to the point of profitability. And the more work you do around people, the more that you will appreciate that people are incredibly predictable.
It's true. That was a monologue by Disparu.
Are we in the Disparate queue right now? No, but
I think so.
I mean,
it's so
hopefully,
true.
because
humans are
that's the
creatures
only way
of
you're going to get
habits.
the logic on this stream. Let's
No,
face it.
humans are a creature of habit, and you can figure out habits pretty quickly and pretty easily if you really wanted to be observative enough for that. So,
Well, that's always like I've always felt like it didn't come naturally to me, and I had to work it out. And I've never agreed with the whole Asperger's or like autism kind of thing, because I don't think it actually exists. I actually think that's just a way of abnormal people classifying normal people as abnormal. And I actually don't think my default for today, like the current society, is that this society is sick. It is ill. It is not how things should be, and we were how we used to be in the past. And so if you are actually well adapted to the current society, that is not a sign of health. That is actually a sign of abnormality, because I don't think we're in the natural state of humanity now. And so to call somebody like autistic or not, that you can't understand it, why people behave how they are now, like, I don't think that's a positive thing. I think there are better ways to be than we are now.
Yeah, that's a good. There's ways to be better. I like that. This Peru's he's on one tonight in a good way.
He's drunk too much. We're ignoring him, folks.
No, we're listening. The chat is loving it. You know when I don't listen because that's crazy, as Ian likes to point out.
Wow.
Wow, really?
we're gonna drunk 3PO this. Wow.
We're drunkarooing this.
Drunkaroo. Oh, he's got a new name. We end the year with one more.
Anyways, he's not impressed by this name. Got it.
He's like that's stupid.
Oh,
that's
no,
wild,
really
Mike.
basic.
That's wild. Yeah.
It's wild, bro.
I think before we end that me and X-Ray should do one more shot just for good measure.
That's where I am.
Yes, disprove.
What?
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
I was listening.
I'm like genuinely disappointed right now. I'm like, that is probably the most famous saying in all of humanity.
Oops, I don't have...
What is?
I think
therefore I am.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
Who was it by?
Shakespeare.
No, Descartes.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I wouldn't have got
So
that
close.
one. I've heard it before, but I don't know.
Descartes walked into a cave and he was like, what can I prove? And so he literally destroyed every single logical thought in all of existence. And his only thought in this cave was, I think, therefore there are thoughts. Therefore, whatever those thoughts are, those thoughts exist. And those thoughts are what I am. Therefore, I think, therefore I am.
Okay,
And
but what about... Oh, sorry.
It
Hold on.
was Descartes
finish.
proving himself, proving his own existence. And then he later used those things, if you believe in that kind of thing, to prove that God exists.
Okay.
I don't go as far as the latter, but I think therefore I am is still probably the fundamental aspect of life.
Okay. I want to find out who Nightcard is, and then I think the quote is, "I drink, therefore I am."
There you
You're
go.
welcome, chat.
Cheers.
Just was like, you just totally ruined it. I hate you. And there we are. Happy New Year.
Do you know how
Happy
much it
New
takes for me
Year.
to compliment a Frenchman? Like, seriously.
Seriously.
Thank you for the gifted membership.
I think Wicked's just taking the
Jesus.
piss out of my accent, but I'm not quite sure.
Thank you. And Mitchell Fields, thank you for the $5. Wait, extra girl hates shoes in the house. Is that why she married Mark? To be
Yeah, he only got one
half
of them.
disgusted, one leg with one shoe and one without.
He
The
still
other
wears
without.
2 shoes, okay, guys? He still technically wears shoes for both feet. That one foot is real and one foot is not, but that's fine.
And
That's not
also
true.
the topic
like-
of
that's
topics.
like-
I know a lot of the times like it takes us a while to get to them, but this one we came in like if we get to a topic, it's okay. But if not, we were just kind of like we're focusing on just having fun for the New Year's one. So
Mhm.
we weren't really expecting to get to topics today. We had one like in case we got to it, but we figured
We had one?
yeah, we had the Elon one.
It
But
took
I mean,
like 3 hours to get to our first topic.
True.
We're like,
Yeah,
we
we
did get
Wicked
one.
was really
Pay
slacking
attention.
on this
Let's
one.
do this. Let's do
well, I
that.
was just letting you guys have fun because I knew this was what was going to happen. But we did technically we did get one topic. We
Mama
wanted to talk
Wicked.
about our favorite
I knew you
show
were gonna be
and our
pissed on
favorite
your
movie.
face. It's fine.
Yeah, I knew
we
Disru
weren't
was gonna
get
go
to any
hard
topics
with the drinking.
whatsoever.
Ian, thank you for the 20 pounds. I'm always straddled. Excuse me.
Whoa! Wait!
Ian,
If you're
who
gonna
are you
straddle me, and
straddled by?
I need that in writing with a
God.
signature. I like.
Disru's cold logic with an emotional perspective, which makes me the one sane person left. I demand this to be accepted as true.
You can't demand anything, Ian, unless it's to be straddled. Then I'm sure someone will
Well,
be
that
willing
was the
to
thing.
straddle you.
You'd have to explain what the straddling was of. So you got like my perspective, which you've got one leg over, but what's the other leg that you've got over? Because that Look, I've seen the people that have led Scotland in the past. You don't want
We didn't talk about Elon. No, I was just.
one leg over them. So
Oh, he froze. I was like, what happened? I was saying that was a topic we were going to discuss, but we didn't get to it because we were having too much fun.
I am not shagging Elon Musk, just so we're aware.
Yeah, that.
Okay,
That's not
that's
where I'm
you,
going with it.
buddy.
Alani, thank you for
Yeah,
the
he's got a lot of
two.
money. Like, did you see that? No, wait. Did you see that? X-Ray went, that's you, buddy. And Wicked suddenly started rearranging her hair. She's like, well,
I
What?
didn't see that.
I didn't do that
she's
on
like,
purpose.
woo!
I always play with
Do you
my
know
hair. I
how
can't
many
help it.
billions he's got, this bro? Woo!
No, thank you.
My hair would be over my shoulders before you knew it.
Wicked's like, I'm putting my hair tie on right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be tying him back.
Oh my god.
I didn't even
Wicked
catch that.
doing
It's gonna be
musical camera yet?
Elon Musk
Is she
feeling
gonna
here.
lyric hair yet?
No, I'm gonna drink my water though.
I need to be extra pissed to get it done, but I'm gonna get it done.
Dean.
That's
Gonna
what
be,
she said.
Gonna be owning Twitter by the end of the week.
What the heck accent is that? Just
Yeah,
I,
what
I
was
don't
it?
know. I like
I
this is the
don't
same kind
know.
of place that be like, I want biscuits. I want biscuits and
No.
gravy, folks.
Biscuits and
Biscuits and
gravy.
gravy.
What is that?
I don't
Biscuits and
understand.
I
Gravy.
don't know. I've been riding balls through the city all week. It's like,
Have you, Disparu?
no,
Well,
I can do
am
accents, but I need
flabbergasted.
I can do accents, but I need to hear the accent before I do it. This is
Okay.
why when Mike was like, I
Absolutely.
need you to do a Texan accent. I'm like,
You had to
well, I
watch a
can only do
video
it if you
first.
just show me a video of a Texan accent.
Oh my god.
What's
This
become
has
of
been a
you?
great stream. Thank
What's
you.
become of you? Alani, thank you for the $2.
Blame
Happy
Wicked,
New Year,
I
everyone.
do.
Cheers. Happy New Year. Thank you. The guttural Brit voice. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's like Jimmy
so-
Carr. It was like, how on earth do you pronounce my accent? It's like Jamaica. It's like basically you just say Jamaica and a Jamaican accent, and you say Jimmy Carr.
Did you just hit a gong or something?
No,
Yeah,
it was
she's that racist.
It was like
the bar here. See if I do this.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, she-
wow.
She has a bar in her
It
own
sounded
room.
like a gong. Like it was very loud.
No,
Anyways,
it's just a really like this arm gives a lot of reverb on it if I hit it by accident.
mine does nothing. We're just
I
gonna
don't know.
break our
we
stance.
still- No, because this is probably a cheaper version. It's like my travel, so I haven't brought my like really nice one here. It's fine.
Wait, you
One
don't
day.
use your nice one at home?
Do I have my full PC here? I'm not at home. I'm at my brother's house. So I'm literally
I
Just
actually
for-
didn't know that. I thought you were at home.
no. So I'm at my
I-
brother's.
is it weird that I thought you were in a different room of Mark's house? Like that's what I thought you were. I
mean,
didn't know you were at your brother's house.
Yeah, no. I'm helping my brother out with something very personal. But anyways, I am on an ironing board.
She's being a wingman. Like she's only going to
Oh my
leave when
God.
she's married.
No.
He's like,
First of
wait, we're gonna
not
meet
anything
out
to do
every
with me."
Saturday.
It is to do with my family, but I'm on my setup is on an ironing board. That's why, like,
That's fine. Most women's are.
oh my god.
They are like only the lucky few get to advance past that stage.
Oh my god.
I don't. Wicked seems remarkably pissed off with me. It was
No,
like,
I'm not. I'm just letting you go off.
I
I don't know
can't
where it's
believe you said
going.
that.
Oh no, I don't care. Please, we had a conversation. Remember I told you someone called me a sexist and you were like, that's very base because it was
Yeah,
towards
that is
women.
based. Yeah. To be fair,
So,
you
I'm
should see.
not-
You should see the stuff I've put in my Doctor Who review.
Woo!
Oh my.
It was literally like one of the things is like, what are you? You look like her that you've been stung by bees. Like her after you've had a seafood allergy. Just because you've had a new companion doesn't mean you have to eat the last one. What was it? It was something like, oh, you're like her, but in the Hungry Games. Just
handle
joking.
it.
She's
got
never
thick
been
skin.
hungry in her life. Like.
You want to read this one, Disparu, from Jesus? Thank you for the 5.
I mean, I'm gonna call him Jesus because that's his pissing name. Jesus Devala for $5. Disbrew, what do you call a one-legged hippo? Oh god.
Hoppo.
Yeah, a hoppo.
That's adorable. Okay.
No. Look, they will be polite and like encourage you. I think you should be disgusted with the filth that you've made out of your mouth. Like a hot.
Cheers.
It's
Free
not a hot.
drink.
That is a joke worthy of a Christmas cracker. And look,
What's a
I
Christmas
don't even know if
cracker?
Talk about yourself like that, Disparu.
I don't even know if Americans have a Christmas crackers anymore. Do you like pop them across the street?
If you wear
You have them in
Christmas hat, you're
boxes where you're like, no, we're gonna get a joke out of this one. Let's see what bad joke it'll be. It's like, no.
Yep, gong again. It sounds like a
Sorry,
gong.
I keep hitting the wire. I'm so sorry.
You're
Keeps hitting
fine.
The wine because she's like, I need to. We're just gonna see her like grab an entire bottle and start pouring it into her face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you guys have going on? Extra, you have your craft stream in the morning.
If I make it to the craft stream,
She might be sweeping.
Yeah, she's gonna be playing Helldivers 2.
yeah.
The
Sunday
Illuminate.
Funday, I think is still going on.
Oh,
Az
I
won't
didn't
be there
mean
because
that. I
he's
just meant Vol.
traveling. And then Forbidden Frontier on Nerdrotic Live 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I will get back to my normal streaming schedule. I have to bring my I've been enjoying. So with the passing of Legal Vices, and I had another friend in my life pass away. I think I had this I'm gonna enjoy Christmas with my friends and family and enjoy them to the fullest because obviously I wanted to actually stream with Legal Vices, but we just never figured out a date. And it actually
Same,
made me so
actually.
sad.
Yeah.
I
But
only
he
ever
passed
seen him
away.
on other people's streams. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's I was so stupid and it was just we have time. We have time. You don't always have time. So I just wanted to be present at least during the holidays.
Yeah.
So I'll be back at full streaming probably after the new year and 5 Hearts Under One Roof. That'll be the game I come back with. So yeah.
What about you, Disparu? What you got to edit a video tonight, right?
I don't know about tonight, but by tomorrow's publishing time, yes. I've got the Doctor Who Christmas special coming out. After that, I don't really know. It depends whatever's coming out at the time. There's a few things that I'd like to do, like to think about, but in the immediate zone, which was meant to go out today, is just Doctor Who Christmas special and the disaster that it was. For some of the reasons that have been talked about today, but also in general, it is a case of I think there's an element of people where they're like, this is bad. Okay. But no, I like it. I think you should be allowed to do it, but it's also bad. Okay. But why? It's if you think that something is awful and shouldn't be allowed to be done, and will actually be negative for all of human history, maybe it shouldn't be done. And Doctor Who crosses that territory, because Doctor Who crosses various things, including things which happened in the past and the present and the future, including things that the BBC pushed themselves, and I'm not sure they should be.
Yes.
And yeah, I've only seen Legal Vices on other streams.
I was on a stream with him once, and he came in my stream a couple times. He was very nice. He seemed like a very fun, nice guy, and we had talked about doing a stream together. And just like I said, it never happened. And yeah, it really hits you when you think about that. You think you have time, but you don't. So I didn't know him, but like I said, from what I've seen, seemed like a very solid, nice dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that everybody seems to think. It's your time is infinite. And the things that you don't matter, so you should be allowed to do anything. It's no. The moment you narrow things down to you have limited time, therefore what you do does matter, therefore the actions that you do do matter, you actually end up in a position which is anti-freedom. And I don't think that is a conversation that most people are willing to even comprehend.
I love his deep. The face he makes when he's getting deep.
No, it's not deep. It's I am very well aware that as an Englishman, my point of view comes across very different as an American.
Yeah.
But most of the audience is American, and so they won't really get it. But I think they will, and I think they will in the future. And I actually think that the the conversation which is happening between Elon and the rest of the country at the moment will explain the differences in the future, but it's not my place to, and I'm very well aware of what my place is. And so the things which I've seen which destroyed my country is at the same time not something I should talk about with other, like, for other people, and it, like, especially if they're different cultural. So I know that England is not the US. I know we have very different cultures and very different beliefs, and so I kind of don't see it as my place to comment.
It's like the idea
way.
that, like, if someone doesn't ask for advice, don't give it type of thing. And I understand that.
Yeah, but it's complicated because at the same time, it's like I've seen my country destroyed. Therefore, I've seen my country destroyed to the point where I now want to leave it, and
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen to America, but I think it will. But I don't think America's ready for the conversations that would need to happen.
They need to want to listen.
Well, I don't think it's even that. I just think it's not. There are some things I do think there are some things where you have to live through in order to truly understand. And I think America's at that point. And I the reason I know that is because I wasn't. When I was younger, I was not in the same position that I was now. But there's a reason that I want to leave my nation now. And I'm seeing the US go through the same thing. And that it's a weird situation where the fact that it's like you feel. Okay, I've just heard X-Ray like laugh randomly in the background, and it's like, okay, so
No,
Wait, I didn't
Ian.
laugh.
That was me, and it was because of Ian. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't
I won't
laugh.
read Ian's comments while you're talking
I
because it
didn't
makes
laugh,
me giggle.
I swear.
She didn't. It wasn't her. That was me at Ian's
oh
comment.
well, either way, it's like I understand that my path through life is not the same as other people. I will save that.
That is absolutely true for everyone. On their own whatever path you want to call it, and it life is individualistic, but at the same time, I think a lot of people can empathize just based on experience. A lot of people go through the same stuff, not in the same situation, but you can empathize other people's situation just based on the fact of having interactions with people, whether it's super close or super far.
It's not even that. It's like imagine feeling a longing for something that you've never had and never really known, but it's missing, and you know it is. That's probably the best I can explain it, and it's weird, and I know it is, and I know it's difficult to understand, but it's like you see entertainment and videos and snapshots of the past of what things were, and you recognize that as what it was, but it's not that anymore, and it never will be, and that's bad.
Best way to put it. So it's too late to start drinking. Now go ahead, go for it, Shane. What Distry just said is how I feel as a Canadian.
I actually do think that Canadians and the UK are pretty close in their path through the current trajectory. In some ways, Canadians are more further ahead. In other ways, the British are. In other ways, the Australians are. But we're all going kind of in the same direction at the same pace, just in different speeds, in different areas. And then, like, that's why when I see the US, I'm like, oh no, really? Really? I don't think Americans really appreciate, because Americans are pretty. They're pretty, like, simultaneously universalist, but also superiorical. So they're like, no, our country is the best, but our country is the way you should all live. It's like, but we don't live that way. So we've already lived what you're going through. So why are you doing what we want? Why are you doing what we've done when we hate that? weird.
I'm reading chat. I'm listening, but I'm also reading chat. So sorry. Um, yeah, that's some people don't understand. Like you said this a couple times. Like we all live different lives. You were raised differently, different cultures. That's something that's good about our stream too. Is we're all from different countries. I don't crap on any of your takes, any X-Ray's takes. Disprove craps on my takes, but it's okay. No, just kidding. But it's
That's because I'm living
I
in the
don't get it.
future.
I don't get exactly.
And
He's
I'm
in the
a
future.
man.
I'm not. I don't get offended at all when Disprue says certain things about like America.
Did you know that the Doctor Who Christmas special includes the word mansplaining multiple times?
No, I didn't. The more you know, chat. Now he watched it, so you don't have to.
Like it literally includes the words "you're being mansplained by a briefcase." Like even a briefcase is more intelligent.
Duffy says for two briefcase. And that's like
Oh, no!
after I started reading the
No!
chat. He unplugged his headphones. We should just start moving my mic. I can't hear anything. Duffy says the word disprove
No, I can hear
is
again.
heareth. There you go, disprove.
I don't know that. I have a feeling that sometimes people are like, no, he knows this. It's like, no, I'm not that smart.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know
Especially
what either.
in the context of Wales or Welsh culture. Who thinks I know anything about Welsh culture? Deep
Now he's
longing
offended.
for something,
I'm kidding.
especially one's home. Yeah. Inside a sheep. He's like, oh.
X-Wing. Why are you mansplaining to me?
How else do you expect them to know anything, X-Wing? You literally played Marvel Rivals with Beardo for an hour and then realized that no one in this conversation is capable of understanding an FPS.
X-Ray's being
This
so
is
quiet.
People think I won't offend people. I will offend anybody.
He doesn't care. Disprove is himself, which is why.
Well, no, it's not that I don't care. It's that I'm way too drunk to care about the consequences in the present.
But even when you're sober, you're like, you might dim it down a little bit, but you don't actually care about hurting people's feelings. Not in a mean way, but like you're just gonna say what's on your mind, no matter what, and that's okay.
Okay, so it's not that I don't care if I offend somebody. It is if I offend somebody and they take it in an offensive way to the point where they actually take it personally, then I don't care about them.
Well, it comes back to the truth topic that we had, right? When you say something to somebody and it's not true, as long as they are level-headed, they're not going to get offended. But
we are not ready for a conversation where I truthfully explain X-Wing's performance in Marvel. None of us are ready for that conversation.
He doesn't like the game.
Nobody
apparently.
wants a breakdown of that truthful conversation right now.
Well, let's get back to what we were doing. We were we were saying goodbye, and then we let Disprue go on another monologue, which is fine. Everyone loves the Dispa monologues. X-Ray's got her streams tomorrow. Disprue's got his games. Or the games,
I have an hour of editing.
His videos. He's got his videos coming out. I will be live tomorrow. I'm actually having it's going to be my last gaming stream of the year, Sunday night stream, and me and Capable Gentleman are doing a retro game stream, and I'm really excited for it. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
What's the game?
We're starting. So we're still picking a second game, but we want to play Doom. I've never played it, and so we're gonna play it. And we're just gonna like chat and have a good time.
The original?
Yeah, it's on Steam. You can get the first two for I think $4.99 on Steam right now.
Wow.
And we're gonna pick a second game too because it's just gonna be a retro gaming stream, right? But if we,
Doom.
maybe yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we're
Well, it's like there's
Doom.
a more modern Doom that came out. I don't remember when it came out. It's a couple of years back.
There's a few of them. Yeah, we got 1 and 2 though. So we're doing that. We may switch to something else, but we honestly like I played about 5 minutes to see if it was my kind of game, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. So we're gonna play that tomorrow and just kind of like chill and have a nice little end of the year stream.
I want to see the Capable Gentleman, even if it's not that stream, just at some point in the future. 5 Hearts Under One Roof. The Gentleman stream.
Oh my god, seeing him
would
play
be
that game would be
interesting.
hilarious.
Don't think he would play that, but
like,
we can try.
How would a gentleman win over these 5 Korean ladies? that would be interesting.
I will tell.
Especially, would you find the secret endings? Because I tell you what, the secret ending for Gran is something that I would never have expected. Yeah, but like I don't. Yeah, because I don't think you can be a gentleman if the word spread 'em is ever involved.
But yeah, we'll spread them. Yeah, probably not. I think
Hey,
that's a
it
fair
was for
assumption.
gram. That's what. Like,
Hey, some women, like that, so it's fine.
yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be playing that tomorrow. I think we're gonna be starting about 8 p.m. We invited Mike, but I'm not putting you on the spot. He might be busy, but he's welcome to join. We had a good time playing Dead by Daylight with Mike.
You have to pay Mike like at least $50 to $100. He's just like the
I pay
ultimate
Mike
hoe
with
for
friendship.
stream.
My friendship is worth a lot, and he's happy to have it. So
No,
Hey, I'm okay
no.
for
He will
you.
definitely charge
I
you
know.
for his friendship. Like,
actually,
he's
well,
like, okay, you want my hair on your
Extra
stream?
Girl
That's
gives
at least
me. We give each
150
other
minimum.
Celsius too, so that's maybe that's a
Absolutely.
payment.
I'm all about the caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, yeah, so we're playing that. I might, I wasn't gonna finish my paint by numbers on stream because it's a Christmas one, but I'm like, you know what?
You
I'll
couldn't
do
count
one
to
more
6.
stream. No, I'm on like 20. I'm gonna
okay,
finish it on
21 then,
Monday.
sorry.
Monday morning, I'm gonna just finish the paint by numbers stream, even though it's a Christmas theme. I'm gonna finish it. Because it was fun. So it's almost done. So that'll be the end of the year. That'll be my last stream of the year, Monday. And also I gotta plug my vlog channel. I hit over 600 the other day. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you're interested in like vlog and food content, this channel here. Next month is my birthday, and I have a couple things planned. And then February is MegaCon. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of people. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff on
Do
that
you
channel.
have a channel where you just vlog cooking?
Yeah, yes, I have some of that. So the thing is, I want to move so I have more room and I can have like a nice setup because I can barely move in my kitchen. But yes,
So
there is
you
some
want a
cooking
bigger
videos.
house, so you have a bigger kitchen.
Not just
so you
that.
can
I need
cook
more room for.
better.
Not that I can cook better. I can cook just fine, but it's hard to do a setup. Like I'll bump into the camera. Like when I tell you I have a tiny kitchen,
so
it's
you want a
ridiculously small.
Okay, so you want a bigger kitchen so you can film cooking better.
Well, that's not the only reason. I want a bigger kitchen because I just want a bigger kitchen. But I will do a lot more filming when I have a bigger kitchen.
Chat,
He
I
doesn't
want it
get
going down on record. I tried my best to make her as based as possible. And she kept denying it. She's like, no, I want it for other things. I'm like, no, just say you want the biggest kitchen possible so you can cook the best possible. You want to make the best sandwich possible. That's all you're like, no. All I want to do is make the best. I want to cook the best they can, or the best saucepans, or the best knife.
He tried. It's
all
fine.
I want to do
He
is
lives,
provide
like,
the best meal
3 hours
possible.
away from me. It's kind of hard to go all the way to his house just to cook. But someday, I'm sure I will take over his kitchen and do a cooking stream in there someday.
Yes, Wicked was almost the most based woman alive. And
I will
kept
get a bigger
denying
kitchen
it.
and make the best sandwich in the world just because Disbrew told me to.
If only she could have a better kitchen, she could provide better food. That's what we need.
See, actually, he liked
it's
it.
so true,
That was a
though.
good.
It's
That
so
was a good
true.
sandwich. I made a really good spicy chicken sandwich, Disbrew. Okay.
Look, it's either on video or it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, single guy cooking. Maybe Jay, but Lee is a fabulous cook. I can contest to it, and so can X-Ray.
believe
He is
Lee is. Like,
Oh my god,
amazing.
his
cook.
Gentleman.
food is amazing. I wish I could be adopted by him.
Same.
I
and
I
will
expect
say-
Lee to be able to not only cook well for you as a capable gentleman, but also provide you with the correct alcoholic recommendations.
Absolutely.
No, he
That brings
does.
out the
He
flavor
does.
of the food that he cooks
when
for
we
you.
when we were in Toronto, I sent him a picture of the wine list when we were out. I'm like, okay, which one? He's like, hey, what are you eating? He has to know what we're eating.
Yes,
He's very good at all that.
That is exactly what I want from a
100%.
guy called the
always-
capable gentleman.
He will tell you. I always, if I go out to a place and I don't know what I want to drink, I'm like, I send him a picture of the menu and literally, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm eating.
Yeah.
I get this, and
Yes.
it's always right. He's good at
when
pairing.
we went
I
out
want
for
to be
food,
able-
it was
I want to be able to send him a picture of a plate of food and him insult it. That's what I want. It's like, that's
yeah.
undercooked. That needs to be done this way. That's been sauteed rather than boiled.
Yes.
No, it's like, I don't even know what these words mean.
He's admitted that he's a bit of a food snob, but in a good way.
That's
but
what
yes,
you want.
he-
You want
yeah.
every person should have a snob as a friend. Every single
Yes.
person. They will make you better.
He's the reason me and X-Ray went to that great breakfast place that we went live there, the Kiki's Cafe. That was just like an
They
amazing
didn't
breakfast.
have wings. They thought they were buffalo.
It was in Orlando, so we didn't need wings.
Oh.
But yeah,
We can go
anyways,
just for if you want to go for good breakfast.
yeah, we'll take you there. It's really good.
I'll drive you. It's fine.
You think I eat breakfast? Jesus Christ.
Well,
Probably
it'll
not.
be, it'll be noon by the time it gets to breakfast time in Orlando.
Okay,
to be
that's
fair.
fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. But all right, we went over a little bit, but it's okay. Make sure you check out
Oh, I've sobered up
X-Ray
in the
streams
meantime.
tomorrow, as long as she
There was a really
wakes up.
dodgy period in the middle.
My God.
We've all been there. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm about to give birth.
No, we haven't.
Really? Nobody believes that, X-Ray.
What? I've missed it. I was reading chat.
It's like,
Anyways,
does this one have one leg or no? I don't know.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
we're gonna let this Rue go to sleep.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm probably going to edit my video.
Make sure you check out the video when he drops it. And guys, thank you so much. I know this was I mean, it was a normal Saucy stream, except we didn't even get to one topic, but it's fine. Happy New Year.
There are jokes in my
guys.
video I'm not sure I'm allowed to say.
He's gonna go for it because he's editing it.
No, it is literally like I legitimately, and I've sent this to people, right? I actually got second opinions. Fat jokes are you allowed to put in a video before it becomes too much? Like, how many? Like, is there a rule? Like, okay, so is saying you look like the last companion, but she's stung by bees? Is that fair enough? Like, you look like you ate your last companion. Is that too much? I don't know.
I don't know either, Disparu. I don't.
Yeah.
I
What
really
happens
don't.
if you're such an obese, greedy tart? I'm not sure.
I'm gonna start
like-
using the word tart just because Disparu's. I'm like, you tart. You're such a tart.
I think Steph told me she starts using on insufferable. I'm like, yeah, it's a good
You
word.
never have to talk to people. A lot of us use that now.
Insufferable is a great word. Like defenestrated.
Yes.
The problem with the current companion is you couldn't defenestrate it because you couldn't fit her out a window.
Well, guys, tomorrow, make sure you tune in 8 p.m. Eastern. Me and Capable Gent will be playing Doom. And make sure you catch X-Ray. She'll make it. She's very,
Sober.
organized and punctual, and she'll
She
be
looks
fine. She's
sober.
gonna sleep. She'll be fine. We have drank more, and she got up earlier. She's fine. She'll wake up, I think. But if she needs to
We'll
sleep,
see.
it's okay. We'll see.
She looks very sober to me.
Super sober. So, guys, happy New Year, guys.
Like,
We
her
love
Christmas
you.
tree is straight. That's enough.
Thank you for a whole year of Saucy. And we
How to
will
get
see
away
you
with your
guys.
Japanese stuff.
We will see.
What
We will
is
see you
that?
guys. It's a heart.
That's a heart.
It's clearly not a heart by anyone's
Yeah, it's a
definition.
bottom
heart.
of
It's
a heart.
So
Yes,
look, it's a
exactly.
heart.
The bottom of a heart. So essentially, you're going.
No, it's
I am
a
the
top and
I am
bottom
the
of a
destroyed
heart.
remnants of a
Disparate.
heart.
You don't know how to Asian.
I am the destroyed.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
How
No
does
one's
that have
coming
to
to
do
that.
anything with a heart? I don't understand.
No one is coming to that. So the destroyed remnants of a heart. That is the
This
remains
is
of
a
a heart
Like,
that
this one in a
remains
while, and
after
I
a
wanted
nuclear
to.
apocalypse. You're like, oh, the wind has blown everything away, and it's just a.
Yeah, you don't.
All right,
understand.
guys.
Broken.
Just
That is a heart that's been broken.
Should we end the stream now?
Go say
Yes.
hi to
With
Project
X-Ray
Agro.
Girl destroying the hearts of the audience. It's all over. It's all over, folks.